Hello, everyone. Welcome again to a podcast from Digital Downs. The music you're hearing, or not hearing, or hating is called Feeding the Duck, apparently. And that's what we're doing today, feeding the ducks. Or, I kind of made that up. It's really just buying the horses. But anyway, welcome anyone listening live, and hello later on, anyone listening later on. Although if you're listening later on, then you missed the auction. So we have a ton of horses going in the auction today. My partner for the auction, Mr. Bobby Dazzler, Gary, will be along shortly. And we'll start looking at some of them. The first ones go off. Let me get my ugly mug out of the page here. But we have, if you see down at the bottom, you'll see we have 10 pages of horses. 10 horses on a page. So 90 plus whatever's on the last page. 1, 2, 3, 4. 94 horses to be auctioned off today. We have 2-year-olds. We have raced 2-year-olds. We have unraced 2-year-olds. We have 3-year-olds. Let's see. Let me skip over to about page 5. So the first 5 pages are all 2-year-olds. Page 6. Is it mostly 2-year-olds? Okay, starting on page 6, the 3-year-olds kick in. And several, we have then 4-year-olds. A few 3-year-olds, some 4-year-olds then start also on page 6. Go all the way through page 7, and you got, I believe you're seeing some of Gary's freezer horses in here. Horses that maybe he didn't particularly like the way they ran as a younger horse, and so he put them away and most likely completely forgot about them. And as we've seen in the past, there's been some pretty good horses in the group. And then there's some horses that have run well. We've even got a 5-year-old set of horses in here. And then we also have breeders that start on page 8. And then you have a full set of breeders on page 9. A lot of them are mine, I'll admit. Looks like Carlton has some in there. And then the last page is Gary has some stall. So some breeders of all ages as well. And many of them have a lot of breeds left. The first set of horses we're going to look at is Royal Lady in 11 minutes from Bobby Dazzler. Looking for 120,000 credits for this horse out of Royal City, and always like it when there's a horse that just went with unnamed. The horse is a 3X 2VG. I don't see the rating in here, so let's go. It's going to flip to another screen, but rating is 103.5. And here he is coming in to yap about just talking about your first buddy. Talking about this $120,000 jewel you have in here. 3X 2VG rated 103.5. Cuts the 6 furlong as kind of a middle. It looks like maybe it can go 6 through 9 maybe.
Maybe do 3/8, main 3/8.
Yep.
Time for
so what you got a good sire and dam on this one?
Well, the sire constantly be knocking out 4 and 5 axes, so
okay,
could be good breeding. Good breeding in there. As I say, I want to reduce the reserve on it, but you can't seem to reduce the reserves once you set them and you put them in.
Oh, okay.
So that's Because I was unsure whether I was going to sell it or not, and then I was going to reduce it down to about 75. So I'm not expecting that one to sell at all, to be honest.
But if someone's interested, you'll go lower if they contact you.
Well, I'll go down to about 875, 80 for it, like, you know what I mean? But I don't expect any bids in that one, to be particularly honest with you.
Okay. Let's go look at late stuff. $50,000 purchase price, a 5X, running at 108.67, typical 6-7 furlong horse.
Very good bloodlines throughout the horse. You know what I mean?
What do we got on a rating on this horse?
We have the rating is, what is the rating on it? The rating is 104.
104. So future,
104,
definitely future breeder, and might win some races. Hard to tell with those works. Some win, some don't.
Mm-hmm.
Good bloodline. So we'll see if we can get some bids.
Well, I will tell you this here now. The horses that I have run this season with 108.5 and 108.6s are surprising me on the track all day long.
Nice.
You know, so
mine are too, but not actually probably the same way.
You know, they're doing well.
I'm just kidding.
Well, okay. You know, you've got come out of your comfort zone. You're racing over 5 furlongs now. I'm sure you've sleepless.
I know it's hurting. I think I won a 5 furlong. No, I think I got beaten one today. But Colt City out of Royal City and Colts Foley, whatever.
Yeah,
has run a race. He's a 4X 1VG, looking like a typical 6-7 furlong horse, maybe 8 if he can get the distance. Going up for 35. I'm seeing a rating of 101.50. Looks like he went out some pretty quick fractions for 6 furlongs and then got passed by some horses. So
I had wrong instruction. That's all. I would simply put that down to.
Okay. So he could be a steal here at 35.
Yep. Well, again, the side of Royal City, which produces a lot of high-rated horses or high-confirmed horses. Coach Folly is a decent dam. She's produced some nice types. She's produced a few stakes winners as well. As I say, look, for what it is, $35, you're one half decent race and you've got your money back. You know,
that's true. Very true.
It's a simple fact, you know.
All right, so no bids yet on these 3. I think people are watching American football. We do have a bid on Maximus Quality here.
Well, that horse speaks for itself. It's out of Quality as Gold, one of the highest earning stars this season and last season. This season so far and last season. Maximus Star is a decent horse as well. It produces 5EX as regular. As I say, you're getting good bloodlines there with that one as well. You know what I mean? To me, this is really a steal here at 25. It's a 103. It's a 103.25. It's 4EX, very good coat. Great bloodlines. As I say, like, I'm not trying to big the horse up or anything else. It is what it is. It's decent works. You know, you know.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Let's talk about Big Pharaoh here.
Big Pharaoh, where are we?
Big Pharaoh is up for 35 as well. Similar to Colt City as far as works.
Yep. So the Big Brown Ruffian, which is Big Brown and Ruffian. And then out of Fun Pharaoh, which is American Pharaoh and Funhouse. Great bloodlines again.
Yeah.
You know, as I say, when I'm putting things in, I try to give people something that they're going to have, you know, a bit of breeding in the future with and things like that with good bloodlines. You know, not all about racing. Sure, look at Doodlebug in the last auction. I couldn't believe nobody had bid on it. I bid on it, retired it, and look what she's producing for me at the minute. Like,
yeah, I hear you.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
This
So
horse,
yeah, no good.
his
No,
foals have run 12 times, won 6 times, 3 seconds, and 3/3. People need to start understanding the value in breeders, like a decent breeder.
yeah, I think in due time, especially when you have some of these bonuses coming in.
Yeah,
But right now, a lot of people they earn money on the track, and they
yeah.
can get horses from all over. So a lot of people, some people don't breed; they just like to buy and get sales rings and buy and
Mm-hmm.
claim. So okay, cuts like a knife, 100,000. I seem to remember this horse. Was this a yearling?
No, it was only born about a week ago.
Oh, okay.
But you see, the thing is, I've noticed there is some horses with the same names since this new state thing has come in. I have
Yeah,
a horse
that's
called
true.
State of Maine. Somebody else has got a horse called State of Maine.
Yeah,
Um, this horse, I like this horse. It has decent opening. I would say it's going to be from about 6 furlongs up to about 1.25 miles. It's just a nice horse. To me, it looks like a nice solid horse. It runs decent times the whole way through, from 6 furlongs, even up to 1.3 miles. As I say, it's 100K. I'm not trying to force any horse onto anybody. It's up to themselves whether they want to bet. I have no problem racing the horses. I put them in there. So if people want to take a chance with them or whatever,
hmm
knock themselves, because I think there's a lot of money on offer this season. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's
And
true.
it only takes one good race and you have your money back for the horse. Plus, Bob also states that you spend $100 after 20 runs, you're getting your $50. You're getting half the money back, half your purchase price back.
Right.
So
Mhm.
you can't be bad at it. Like,
What I do here? I got myself messed up. There we go. So let's kind of follow some of your. The first one's not gonna get many
no,
bids. You
no,
don't think?
I wouldn't want anybody to bet on it. You know what I mean? I
Okay.
would tell them not to bet on it.
All right. Second one doesn't have a bid yet. Third one doesn't have a bid. The fourth one that we talked about with the 25, someone's getting a pretty good deal there. Big Pharaoh cuts like a knife. That's kind of your first set, and then we get into some of mine. So we'll keep an eye
Yeah.
on yours. And the problem with going over mine is when I click.
You're going to say they're better than mine. That's what the problem is.
What's that?
You're going to say they're better than mine.
No, I never say that.
You have some nice horses in there.
The problem with this is when I hit click on more details, you're not going to be able to see the details because on your own horse, it doesn't really show.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So I'm just going to have to tell you a little bit. Let's make sure we're not missing out on some of these. Okay, so we've written this one off, but 50 for it has to be late. We're talking about 5X. Might be able to get you some racing in. Hard to say with the 10860s. Nice bloodline. I think if you put that in for 35, it might have got some takers, to be honest, but I could see why you wouldn't want to put it in for 35 either, right? And for anything less than that, you want to keep it. So,
yep.
Okay. And then this one's kind of surprising that with all the money available, any horse that can race is easily worth 35, even if you race it
Yep.
at lower levels, really.
But
this one,
again,
25, we're up to on this one, which is similar to the 5X not getting any bids. It's kind of funny, really.
Yeah.
But I guess people are waiting for all of them. Big Pharaoh, no bids yet. Cuts like a knife. Sometimes the big price ones early on, people are hesitant to spend because they kind of see bigger ones later on, I think. But
yeah, well, again, I don't think a lot of people sort of join the auction at opening time anyhow.
I think a lot of people put their bids in, and especially with American football on.
Yeah, as I say, we'll see what way it goes. Like, there's Royal Lady's about to go out. She's been. Wait, what time did the auction start? It must have started a few minutes early.
Yeah, right now, like 2 o'clock Eastern.
All right.
So that one went off the board.
Yeah.
You
As I
got
say, late stuff. It
gotta
doesn't look
read.
like it's going to grab a bit either, which, it's a 5EX. You know what I mean? Colt. As I say, what else can I say? Even for breeding potential alone, it's worth that to me, So I put them in. If people want the bid, the bid.
Right.
Plain and simple.
Gold City, the bid. This one's kind of stuck at 25.5 for Maximus quality. There's a lot of 2-year-olds in the auction too, so you got to remember that as well.
Yeah. Well, that Maximus quality, I think somebody will get a good breeder there if they take that. That's just being totally honest, my honest opinion on it.
You got 5 minutes. You still got the people that wait till the
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
end on a lot of these. You notice you go back and look after the auction results, and you'll see who the people are that kind of just watch them and don't want to give away their hand, and then sweep in and get them for a good deal when people are kind of watching multiple horses. So
There's Maximus quality starting to jump now, like up
yeah,
to
he's
30,
getting up there. Yeah, I think he's
31.50.
gonna probably buy 4X VG.
But again, it's out of one of the top breeders this past 2 seasons, and quality as gold is now all breeds used on full 45 breeds used on it, and it's producing winners on the track. You know what I mean? It's produced stakes winners, graded winners. What else can you say about it? Like, the horse speaks for itself. Like, with
Right,
its,
I hear you.
so
We got late stuff going off the board.
Yeah.
Looks like he's gonna be your breeder.
Yep. Colt City, I'm a wee bit surprised there's been no bids in it. It's a filly. It's strong bloodlines. It's a 4EX, one very good. Times ain't bad, you know what I mean? It's down in the 108.56. It's a decent enough close on it that could bring it into the classic category as well. As I say. But I don't force any horse onto anybody. It's totally up to themselves what they want to do.
Yeah, I hear you. 35 Maximus quality just went up to.
Yeah. Well, to me personally, I would say that horse is worth a minimum of 65. That's just my personal opinion on the horse.
Okay.
But again, everybody has their own opinion on things. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Big Brown Ruffian, no bids yet, and no bid on. I'm gonna touch on my first one here to make a $25 horse. I have to go back into my sheet and see what we're looking at here. 117652. 117652 is my homebred. He's 2220, 4501, 108.67 with a 103.50 rating. So he's also a 5X. So
there's Colt City's caught a bid.
Okay. So does this thing, can you see? Yeah, this one's a 5X for 25. Let's go back and look. Colt City did catch a bid. That's cool.
Yeah.
Maximum's up 35.5. So people are bidding a little bit now. Big Pharaoh.
They'll not be disappointed with them horses, even for breeding, racing. You know what I mean? They're going to get their value out of them.
Yep. Well, we're gonna watch them. They're still that one counted down unless it reset.
No,
Colt
City's gone. Somebody's got themselves a nice horse there, like, in fairness.
Maximus quality is 35.5. Big Pharaoh. Sometimes also people wait, like they're bidding on one. They don't want to be bidding on two of them. So they bid on one, they don't get it, and then they start bidding on the other.
Well, all I can say about Big Pharaoh, bloodlines speak for themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The
bloodlines speak for them, really. So
and anybody that's looking to build a breeding barn, you know what I mean? You have some of the top horses in the game there, all the bloodlines in it. And 35.5 for Maximus quality. I think that'll probably somebody will get a decent one there.
Big Pharaoh. Cuts like a knife. Still 5 minutes. My guy, my 5X, not getting any interest. Let me see what I got next on the page here. I got a $50,000 horse. 117942 is 117942 is a
It is
7.5 rated Colt.
3 goods and 2 EX.
2196, 4459, 108.54 for closing 23.95. Also stalks a little bit quicker at 6 furlongs, 108.52. Homebred rated 107.5. Hopefully somebody's interested in something like that. If not, I'm sure capable of keeping it, that's for sure. Okay, where we at with this one? Go off at 35.5 Maximus quality.
Yep, that's gone.
Okay,
35.5.
Big Pharaoh and Cuts Like a Knife.
Mm-hmm.
Still looking for some bids on those. No bids.
Big Pharaoh, I'm actually a bit surprised it hasn't seen any bids. Like, you know, as I say,
Yeah, still got a minute 30 to go.
Yeah,
you got the snipers still waiting. And like I said, there are a lot of 2-year-old, 6 pages of 2-year-olds. So
is that right? I haven't even looked. I've been busy all day
Yeah.
doing stuff. Like, I haven't really got a chance to look to see what has been bid on or what hasn't been bid on.
I didn't know either. Right at the start of the show, I was paging through and noticing that there was 6 pages of 2-year-olds, very few 3-year-olds, and then some 4 and 5-year-olds, and then some breeders. But 2-year-olds are the feature here today. So
Yeah,
and there's a lot of good ones. So and a lot of it, all different prices too. So
yep, there's a lot of strong confirms in there and a lot of with the horses today. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I've noticed a lot of 5EXs and that stuff like that. So I may pick up another bargain or two myself.
Yeah, there you go. It's always good, even if you got a strong breeding barn, to pick up another bloodline, right?
Yep, absolutely. That's what I look at is the bloodlines and work off the bloodlines. Like, as I say, a big ruffian there, you can, or fun, big Pharaoh, you can see all the top bloodlines in that horse. You know?
Yeah, I'm sitting with you. I'm surprised this one didn't go. If it doesn't,
Yeah, I don't think it
good
will.
bloodline, good conforms, and it can race.
Yep.
Which is ideal for breeding.
But there you go. She's
well,
off
you're
the
going to
board.
keep a good breeder there, then, unless you make a deal with someone.
Now, as I say, it is what it is. That's it off the board. Cuts like a knife. Can't see it going either. So there's not too much.
It's got a couple minutes to go. Let's take a look again what we're looking at here. We got some nice racing times. Looks like you might actually have a 3-year-old eliminator if you want to wait that long. What's it running the mile at here? You got a mile at 135.14. Nothing to sneeze at there. That's the type that are running. If you can wait that long. If not, run it and win before then, right?
Well, as I say, I don't try to force anything. Like there's one of the next one there, 652, 5EX, 25K. To me, that's a steal all day. You know what I mean? It's
I think what I should mention on that is the dam is from Eddie's horse, and you don't get a lot of shots at Eddie's horses to breed with. So
that's what I'm saying. Look at the bloodlines of an American Pharaoh, Ruffian, Tarn Specialist, and girls in the Funhouse. All stakes winning horses, like, you know what I mean? But as I say, people will bid on what they think they want to bid on, or what, you know.
So Cuts Like a Knife is going to be cutting in your barn.
Yep.
Which works for you. What was the rating on this guy?
Oh,
let me see. Sometimes it takes me to a different 103. Nothing wrong with that.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You know, But I've noticed even lower rated horses running very well this season.
Mm-hmm.
You
They
know
are,
what I mean?
yeah.
99s and all. And I've seen a couple of 99s in the Eliminator and stuff like that, winning and placing.
Yep. I'm just going to go over.
Yours caught a bid. Your first one there caught a bid, that 5EX.
Oh, nice. Nice one there, whoever. Probably Eddie getting his bloodline back. Okay. My next one, I think I mentioned, is the 107.25 rated horse that is.
Like, that's a strong horse rating as well. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I don't know. I thought it was easily worth 50, but maybe he's not. The next one of mine, 108023, is a 103.75 rated 3x2VG, cuts of fractions at 22, 12, 44, 86, 108.52 for a 23.36 close.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'd be surprised if that one doesn't sell, but if it doesn't, I'm more than happy to race it. I got a lot in here because I kind of just went nuts breeding, and I got several that kind of look the same, and I'm kind of tired of racing them against each other. So,
well, I get that. Like, that's why I stick some into the freezer as well, because there's so many of the same types. And
well, the other thing, I don't want to make it sound like I keep the good one and give away the one I think less of. Most of the time in the auction, it's the one I think is better that I try to put in because I think it'll bring more money, So,
yeah.
But looks like this one's going to go for 25. I'm okay with that. It was kind of a quasi breeder only, but might race a little. That's why I put it in cheaper.
That's her off the board.
On that one, I'm trying to refresh my screen. It won't let me here. Okay. This one for 50 probably isn't going to go, which is fine. I'll keep it.
Yeah.
The next one for 25. Did I mention this one? 118023.
You did, yeah.
I just talked about that one. It's like a 108.52. More of a 6-7 furlong horse. The 103.75 horse rating. Again, I'll be more than happy to keep it. The next one for 34 has
that's sold.
Sold, and I will say, Locked Inside. I actually won a race with Wire to Field from the 8-hole. I think in a 5 furlong race today from one of its offspring, but I could be wrong. I know the name of my horse had the word locked in it, so let me look up this guy. Locked Inside is Thunder Inside. It ran a race apparently, and
it's a 5EX.
5EX. Okay, this one is a 104 rated. Runs 22-14, 44.90, 108.53. So more of your 6-7, lucky if you get 8 type. I put a comment in there, but I can't see it. I think I thought
it says 4 wide entire race and 6 furlong made, but it's sold. As I say, it's a cheap horse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What it's doing, it'll, it will bring a win or two to somebody's stable. There's no doubt about that.
So this guy I'm keeping, which is good. I'll take him.
Yeah.
11023 looks I'll probably be keeping. This one someone's going to get. Maximilian. Run a race, won a race. Won it nicely. Came through, closed, and won. I mean, it was just your basic maiden, I believe. It wasn't a big time race. He is a 103.25 rated horse, 3x2VG, 21.99. So nice gate speed, 44.69 at the 4 furlongs, 108.52. Runs 5 furlongs in 57 and 51. He's 1 for 1. And that's all I'm going to say about him. You either want him or you don't. Secret Runaway is getting some bids.
It's getting a bit of action.
Secret Runaway, I thought was going to win its first race, and it did not. It got edged, I believe. it was coming up and didn't quite get there, or either was winning and got beat. I can't remember. So 4X1G, 106.25 rated filly, which fillies at that level are kind of hard to come by. And he cuts out the fractions 2208, 4481, 108.47.
Again, strong bloodlines and Yada on Secretariat and on the bloodlines too. You know, so
I thought this one would set off a little bit of a bidding.
yeah,
maybe not. I mean, 15,000 for second place in a race isn't too shabby, you know.
No. Well, it's up to 47.50 now, so it is catching.
Oh yeah, it is. Okay, I keep looking at on my screen. I see this min bid, and I keep thinking that's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm glad that one's getting some action. The other one,
like 023 is going to go off the board.
Okay, so 942 went off the. You know what? I got to refresh here because once one goes off the board, my counter locks.
Yeah, it doesn't seem everybody have to keep refreshing.
Okay, so no one wanted the $25 horse. 34 is probably going to go for this 34 if it didn't already.
Nope, it's still sitting at 34.
Okay, no one wants Maximilian after he's even won a race. That's strange, but okay. He'll keep winning. Secret 108 seems to be the focus. I'll go down to One More Biscuit, who I thought, again, was going to win its opener. 105.50 rated. Fractions are 21.95, 44.59, 108.37.
Look at the times the horse is doing. Like, you know
Yes.
what I mean? Like, you know, the thing is, even if it doesn't win a big lot this season, you know, it's going to get better with age. You know what I mean?
Yeah, again, I will be fine and dandy with keeping a 108.37, 105.5 rated. So I second guess putting this one in, but I decided that I would see if people would pay that for this type of horse. And I guess.
But what the problem is, people aren't understand what's on offer this season with the races. Yeah. You know, there's more money this season to be made by racing than any other season. So horses have to start getting a value somewhere. You know what I mean? And if, you know, people don't pay them well and good, how much are they going to spend in the sales ring trying to get a horse of that caliber?
Well, I think that, well, first of all, a lot of the home breeds, especially mine, because I always talk them down, don't get the price that they sales rings do, because we're kind of evolution series where the home breeds are getting stronger and stronger every year, but they haven't surpassed, in my opinion, the sales rings now. Certain stables have. The rest of us haven't, and we're all learning. So, but you have to have the breeders.
3-year-old eliminator. At this moment in time, there's 2 unbeaten horses in it. One's Princess Aurora of Christmas and Quality Bug. Both homebreds, both fillies.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Everybody
would put Christmas in the top category of people that can and do breed well. You look at his horses and you can learn a lesson. And I'm not saying he's the only one. It's just I look at his and you see stakes winner, sire dam, stakes winner, and it's no accident that he keeps breeding stakes winners, you know. So so you know, some people have gotten there and some of us haven't, but we'll keep trying, right? I'm not saying you're in that group. I meant those of us that are trying to become better breeders. Really, you learn a little bit each season, and you hopefully gain from it.
Well, you know, the simple fact is, I spent my time building up my breeders, and it's only now that it's starting to pay off for me. You know what I mean? So it's not something that you're going to do overnight. Plain and simple. Like, I'm here 2 years now, and that's my breeders just starting to come through. Like, you know, looks like Maximilian's going to go off the board without any bids.
That one,
which is a bit surprising, to be honest.
I'm not sad about that, because
To be honest, if I needed horses, I would be betting on it.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Yeah.
Secret Runaways up to 5,500.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll take that.
Yeah.
I got to refresh here to get Max off the screen. Let's see. I don't know. So Biscuit's probably not going to get sold. I don't know if I talked about Karate Max.
No, you didn't.
Notice these are a lot of these are out of Black Belt Max. Black Belt Max, if I kept his information, the sire, because you lose the works on them when you retire them. So I usually try to keep that somewhere. Black Belt Max, nah. He ran a 108.40. He won a race or two. He's a 5X out of Nick's Go and Maximac. He was a 106.50 as a breeder. Again, this one is with Eddie's sire or dam. You don't get a chance to get Eddie's bloodline very often. So
no,
45. Take a shot at it. Karate Max is Karate Max.
Secret Runaways up to 51,500.
Karate Max, a 106 rated horse that does 108.45 at 2209, 4482, 108.45. And I'd be really surprised if he doesn't go off. Okay, so they're still taking a chip or two at Secret Runaway.
Yeah, sitting steady there now at 51,500.
Yep.
17 seconds left.
Oh, 17? Okay.
50,
oh, I went up
to
55.
59.
Okay. One more Biscuit's not going to sell. Karate Max really not getting anything. Thunder Felon. I got a bid on Thunder Felon. Let me talk about it real quick. Then we'll get into Stahl's horse. Thunder Felon is a 104 rated. Another one out of Locked Inside. 5X. 104 rated 5X. It does 108.53 with fractions. 22.14, 44.90, 108.53 for a close of 23.63. Now, what I like about this horse, and I will not mind keeping it at all, is if I'm talking about the right horse here.
No, will you not be keeping it as sold for $40? Thunder Felon.
Thunder Felon, yeah. Sorry, was I talking about the wrong horse? Okay. Thunder Felon is a 105.25 rated filly out of Thunder Voltage and Young Felon. Young Felon was like a 109 rated dam. Source of 4X, 1VG runs 22.14, 40.49, and 108.48 for a close of 23.59. 4X VG filly, 105.25. So congrats, whoever's going to get that for $40.
Secret Runaway is up to 60.5 or $60.50.
Yeah, no, that's kind of funny because
64,500 now. It's getting a bit of momentum.
I didn't think that was I thought some of these others were actually. Well, one more Biscuit did catch a bid. It looks like.
Yep, it did. But caught 2 bids.
Yeah. Karate Max and Thunder Felon. So Karate Max, no bids. Okay, let's talk about. I don't want to run off the clock on Skip Stahl's horses. Moonshine Spirit out of Medina Spirit, Salmon Lake, however you say it. $75,000 horse. It won its first race. It's a filly, 3X VG. Good. I don't like it when they don't put the splits on here. But luckily, you can see his horse won a race. So now it's. When I say I don't like it, if I'm looking to buy one, I don't like digging around for the data. Now, other people.
Well, I'd want a 5 furlong with a speed rating of 120 and pace rating of 99.
Oh, okay. Let's say I would splash that all over the place. And it's rated 105.5. I like this horse. I'd like to have this horse.
Times are really fast. Like even the mile and eighth is 148.94. You know, it's
148.93 on steady. This horse is well worth that, but he's not
advertising
to it. But man, if you put all that data in the notes, that horse is probably going to sell. Luckily, we're here to
One
talk
more
it up.
biscuits off the board. Secret Runaway is still going.
Oh, wow. He's up to... I find that is really weird. I must have not known something about that horse. I think the sire might be...
well, the bloodlines is probably helping it too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Secretariat and stuff like that.
Yeah, he said a horse bred with him from Sweet Stables. He bred his oatmeal cookie dam to Supersonic Runaway, and he has won 2 stakes races with it. I think the horse is pretty much done. But this horse, sire, Supersonic Runaway, has 11,500 average, but that also could be buoyed by that one horse too. So so Moonshine Spirit here. What's that?
Roddy Max is about to go off the board, no bids.
Okay, let me get back.
Roddy Max is gone. Thunder Fallon, you would think it would maybe catch another bid or two.
It's a Secret Runaway, 75. Wow, I wish I would have known what I didn't see in that. But hey, I'll take it. Thunder Fallon, 40. Okay, so Moonshine Spirit we talked about. Moonshine Genevera. Well, I don't know how you say that.
Genevera.
Also won a race. It was also
Moonshine Spirit's caught a bid, which is very good. I'm glad to see that.
Yes.
Because the horse looks a real nice horse.
I think we should get a commission on that. I think we helped sell that horse. Either that or some savvy person wishes we would just shut up and they could get it for the 75. But the next one is it won its maiden. Red Damask is the dam, which has been very productive, I believe. It seems like I see a lot of those in the Eliminator. Let's look in this horse. 102.75. What's that?
1 mile and a quarter with a pace rating of 100.
100, another one that's going to... The times are kind of hidden here, I think, so it can't really...
You know, but again, this could be one of them horses that's just got the will to win, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which people don't take into account sometimes.
Well, you get a horse that runs a 100 pace rating in its maiden race against 8 horses or against 7 other horses. You got to like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if that one didn't go either. Yeah. Did what's his name Runaway up there finally go off the board?
It did 75.50. It went off. Looks like Thunder Fallon's going to go off at 40 as well.
Okay, that's cool. Moonshine Spirit caught a bid. Moonshine Genevera still looking for a bid. Foggy's got a horse in for 25 that 6 minutes ago out of Kentucky Royalty and Grudge Mental. I know those breeders. Very good breeders.
5X.
5X. You really don't have to say anymore. I mean, 5X
for 25 $25, 103.25.
103.25 rating. 108.57 works. So really, that's
what else do you need to know about? You know what I mean? It looks like a classic type all day long.
You know, where are we at here? Did we get any more bid? We got a 75.5 on Moonshine. Nothing yet. I think I would almost bet people are looking at both these horses, and you know, one's gonna go, and then the other one's gonna get bid on. That's just or someone's gonna say, "Yeah, I don't want to go that much, so I'm gonna start bidding on the other one." Just my gut feeling. Foggy's got the second horse in here out of Secretarium, which is another strong breeder. He's got it going for 75. Also a 5X. I'm going to have to get after him for not putting the stuff in here again. This one's a 107.25. Running at 108.50. With splits of 22.24, 45.06, 108.50. So... if you look at all 3 of these that are running about 75, this one's up to 81.5, the Moonshine Spirit horse. Foggy's horse is under bid, the 25.5. Both these moonshine horses are underbid, in my opinion. The guys, they both have shown they can run. And I think I owe Stahl an apology because I believe he advertised these in the Discord forum, but a lot of people don't go in there. So
it's up to $90 now.
These are $125 horses, really, Gary. I mean, they're
Yep.
to be honest with you,
no
they're better than what we had in. I'll be honest with you.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt. And I can't argue that with you. You only have to look at the times.
Yeah.
It's got the pace rating and the speed rating and everything there to back it all up.
Yep.
And like somebody's getting themselves a steal $90 or well, something $98.50.
You get you get a horse and see they both won, so they can't do blue bloods. But
the thing is, if they bid this up over 100 and it doesn't turn around and win, make their money back within 20 races, they get half their free. They get half their
shooting. It's shooting now. I almost guarantee you that people aren't paying attention to Moonshine Get-A-Vera, which is going to run out.
Yeah.
Because they're all putting their money, like 121.5. So this horse is really getting up. But this one getting away for 75 is if someone sees that and throws a 75 in here at the last second, they will probably steal that one for 75. Foggy's is 25.5, which is a $50 horse easily, 5X. And then I will bet there's some of these horses are going to get more attention once the bidding stops on these.
Somebody's bet on Guinevere now, so I'm glad to see that horse.
I think that like people bidding on Moonshine Spirit probably decided, okay, I'm not going any higher on that one. So, hey, let's go for this one. This is a pretty damn good horse as well. About the same type of horse. And see, you're going to get it for 75. So that's some smart bidding. Well, I shouldn't say that because still got 6 seconds left, but so very nicely done. Whoever pulled that 75.
Yeah.
And it did. It got for 75. Okay. Nice horses there. The 75 was a total steal. The 121. I believe this is true. Bob didn't say it. I believe it's true on all the auctions. Like Gary pointed out, you pay over $100 for a horse. If it doesn't earn the back end, 20 starts, you get the $50 back. So you really only pay.
If you bid 200 on it and it doesn't make your money back, you get half of your price back. So you're getting $100 back. You know what I mean?
Oh, I thought it started at 100.
It starts at 100, but you get half of the sales price back.
Right.
Say it went up to 200 and it didn't earn the money back or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm near sure Bob will confirm that. I'm sure he's sitting watching in the background.
Yeah, he's got a lot of soccer, I think, going on this week. Or we call it soccer, you call it football. But
football.
Okay, so this one of Foggy's is gonna go off at an unbelievable low price for
I'm on it, don't you worry.
What's that?
I'm on it.
Oh, okay. As well as Secretarium Tifscastrophe horse that's also a 5X and has shown it can race if you look at works, but we'll see. We got to get down to his next one, which is Dorian Greybeard, also at a Secretarium for 33. It did run a race.
Another 5X.
Another 5X. This one's 33. It's rated, let's have a look at the rating. 102.25. The works are showing not very quick works. 22, 20, 45, 05, 108.70. Did get third in its first maiden special weight race with a speed rating of 110, a pace rating of 95. So that one, I could see the 33 because, one race it didn't show a lot, but again, it's a 5X. So, and it's got 5X with some good bloodline. 29.5 now. I think it went off on 118.028, which congratulations if that was the final bid. Oh no, it's still counting down. The one for 75 is a total surprise to me because if I recall, that horse is a 107 rated horse. 107.25 that runs a flat 108.50. Closes in 23. This is another good potential eliminator if you like to run eliminators. Well, we had a lot. I did not look through the horses that much. I was just keeping track of. There's a lot of really good horses in here. Bob's got to be grinning because of all the discussion on the.
Oh, he's got a bid of 75.
That's nice because that one. So 30,500 on the first 5X, which is a steal still because it's a racing.
I bet up to $30 on that one.
Okay. So Dorian Graybeard, no bids yet. We'll let his go through before we start on mine again. Although that one looks like it caught a bid.
Yeah.
So somebody's aware of it. Okay, so 30,500. So you missed out by $500. 500 points.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to lie to you, Lee. I don't need breeders, but for that sort of price, it's rude not to bid on them. You know, that sort of.
Yeah. This one's 75. I thought that's a fair price, but I thought it would go higher. Being it can race and it's got a good bloodline. So 75. Okay with that. Let's get through some of these. We got Dorian Graybeard was the one with a little bit not so great works, but it is a 5X and it does have a nice bloodline. And I forgot the horse rating. Went to the wrong screen. Forgive me for my errant ways. Dorian Graybeard is a 102.25. Doesn't look like it's catching a bid. No. My horse, unnamed 118, 151 out of that Thunder Supersonic again, has caught a $50 bid. Let me talk about 118, 151 is a 108.25 rated Colt 5X. Runs 108.53. I put this in, I got to be honest, I put this horse in for 50, thinking it would easily go over 100. But I need someone to help me out there because I totally misjudged that. A 5X that can race with a 108.25 rating. I was hoping to get a little more than 50, but okay, I should have put it in for more. Okay, let's get down to Moonshine because you got another 70,000 horse. Into Mischief, the sire. I love that sire. It has run 3 races, got 2 seconds, so it's a racing can run. Oh, there, you got some comments.
All 3 races have been at 1.25 miles. It's been thereabouts, you know what I mean? And it looks as a
late bloomer.
106.
A late bloomer, 106 rating. And it, let's see. Did you say his works there? I didn't hear you. 106 rated.
No, it's a horse rating of 106. That's what I was saying.
What I see is 11 furlong works in the 217.79 range and is 12 furlong 232.55. So
it's not bad.
The horse can get up and go.
And that's in close, so it says to me that it's more of a natural stare than anything else.
Yeah, it's a good looking horse. I mean, it's due, and the conforms aren't bad, and the rating's good.
Yours is up to 50. Yours is up to 56 now. Dorian Graybeard caught a bit at the last second.
Oh, nice! It did catch one. Okay.
Yours is up to 50 now.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. Moonshine. Okay, let's talk about Bit of Moon. It's 5,000. Oh, for 3. Okay, it's got good. I don't know what to say about these horses because, I mean, it's out of Rybot. I like Rybot. He's had it in an eliminator. Then he put it in maiden special weight. But I mean, he put it in for 10. Works. I mean, it's obviously worth 5, but
oh yeah,
I don't know. I guess I would put that on the sales page because I don't think if you get a bid, I could be wrong. Maybe there will be a lot of bidders on it, but I don't know. Moonshine
more of a sprinter, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. If someone wants to get it and tinker around and run in the.
You see, the thing is, it's got the tongue tie on. Tongue
Yeah,
tie can be holding it back in a race. A lot of people don't seem to understand that a tongue tie will not show any improvement or anything in training. It'll only show improvement in the race. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And stables need to understand that when doing that, it can turn around and be good in a race or be bad in a race, and you don't know
right.
until you try it. Yours is up to 75.50 now, Lee.
Yep. 79, I see now.
So,
That's good. I'm happy with that. I thought we'd go higher, but if that's what it goes, it goes. It is my homebred, which is a strike against it. But Moonshine strongest. I'm sure once mine's off the board, someone will start taking a look at that one. I don't think I'd spend too
83
much
now.
time. What's that?
Yours is up to 83.
Okay. I'm not gonna spend any time on Bit of Moon because why
85,
not?
50.
Let's see. I have another one. I will say one thing. I did look at a lot of Anfield road horses.
Yeah,
These $10 horses are bargains. I don't usually
absolute.
spend a lot of time talking about
A
$10
lot of
horses.
them's even 5X's and everything else. You know what I mean?
Yep,
Decent
yep,
ratings, the whole lot, decent time.
yep.
And if them
Moonshine.
horses don't sell,
Yep.
I will be flabbergasted. Absolutely
Yeah,
flabbergasted.
I might buy them.
Yeah,
I think
well,
he
I've
bred them
been,
with the breeders that he got off me.
yeah, I'll be buying one or two myself at that sort of money.
Okay, so Moonshine Strong. Oh, mine went off right at
80.
85.5.
No, yours is still there. 88. There's a late caught a
No,
late bid there.
another late bid. Okay. Moonshine's gonna go off. So this is another one. People are paying more attention to mine, but this Moonshine Strongest for
Strongest, yeah.
70 is a nice buy as well. Bit of Moon, like I said, no, what I got here? I got 118, 160. Let me see, probably a
Yours is up to
sprinter if I
90,
look
50
at it.
now.
118, 160 is the horse that I was talking about earlier, I think. He's a 10 or yeah, he's a 107.25 rated, more of a
Cool.
sprinter type, comes out of the gate at 2185, ends at 108.61. So kind of a middle. I mean, not middle, but 5,
For
6 ish.
$25, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, I didn't think so, but hey, we haven't got down to them yet. We've got some of the others.
Yours is up to 99 now, Lee.
Someone's got to bid another dollar and get the $100 guarantee if it exists. But
Yeah.
all right, I talked it up to 100, I guess. Now I cannot see people lost track of Moonshine Strongest, or else there's something we didn't see about it. But
Yeah.
that was a nice looking horse. Oh, there we go. Got the 100, Gary.
Oh, yeah.
Bit of Moon. The one horse isn't going. My horse, my 5X for 25. No, he's not a 5X. What am I talking about? 111860. Oh, he's the 107.25 rated. More of a sprinter type, like 5 furlongs is his best distance. Of course, don't forget with a lot of these, if they don't work out, you can geld them. Anfield Road. Let's go into his. Anfield
Yeah.
Road.
Well, like, what can you say for the prices that's on them? You know what I mean? Absolute bargains.
I mean, look, 108.53 for $10. 4X 1VG. I know why these horses are in here because I've had some conversations with him in breeding, trying to breed things, and he likes the longer distance runners. So he breeds these, and he gets so many of this type, especially if he's using my sires and dams. But
Right.
so they are worth well more than 10. He just doesn't want to run them, and he wants someone else to run them, basically. And basically it costs him $10 to breed it, so he's selling it for $10. That's my belief. And
Yeah.
anything
Oh,
over that,
that is Rob. That's Rob all over. Like, I know Rob personally. And it's
yep,
he says you can't go wrong with him. Like, he's never out to rip anybody off or do anything. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
the guy's a gentleman.
And in my discussions with them, he knows what he's doing when it comes to the breeding. He's
Oh,
one of those that
absolutely.
has an analytical. This is what he wants. This is what he gets, and he's looking for certain breeder types. So, $10, you can't go wrong with those. Let's look at them a little bit so we can get a true price on them. The
Yeah.
first one for 10 is easily, right up there with the ones that were listed for 35 earlier, and maybe even more. I mean, this one's a 4X VG 104.5 rated. It's going off in 2 minutes. Let's see, my guy. Oh wow, I'm surprised.
Yeah, 100,500 years went for.
Went up. This one's a surprise to me. This 107.25 rated horse not selling. Okay. So let's say it's Rob's second horse for $10. It's a.
Yours just caught a bid there, Lee.
Well, I talked someone into it, huh?
Mm-hmm. Well, like it would be rude not to bet on it that sort of money. Like,
oh, okay. So we got Rob's second horse. I see the.
look at this next. Look at this next one of Moonshines out of X-Gear. That's X-Files.
Moonshine the Beast or Moonshine Beast. He is a 5X for 100,000. According to the notes, a fantastic colt pedigree, winner of a blue blood. The pedigree, the sire.
This is out of my horse, Simply the Beast.
Okay.
He's a 107 rated.
Okay. So we got 100,000, but we don't have work. So let's go look at the works.
Well, it's showing nice times or like on what's showing, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't see 6, but I do see a 57.48 for 5, which means it's 6 is probably in the 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's let's look at yours is the sire or the dam?
The sire. I think the dam might be mine too, is it?
Simply the Beast. The sire is a 110.25 rated stakes.
X-Girls Cowboys.
Okay. So I expect if people paying 100 for a horse, this one might steal a last bid. Let's get some of these off the screen that expired.
Yours went for 26, Lee.
Okay. And Anfield's, man, this is nice. Whoever's getting this for 11.5. Man, you can rule. Even if you're just ready to run your way up the claiming with this, you're going to rule with those type of horses. What's that?
Like, even at that, you know what I mean? Breeding alone with the confirms and stuff like that and the horse ratings of them, you know?
Okay, Moonshine Beast, 342 to go. Anfield, another $10 horse, which caught a bid. Is a
I bid that. It's a 5X for $10. Like, how can you go wrong?
5X for $10.
You know what I mean?
5X for $10 is with a 1.105.
The amount of 5X's I've had, I never raced them, or had 1 or 2 races with them and went and bred them and breed a stakes winning horse out of it. Sure, how can you be bad at it? Like,
wow. I don't know if I've seen a 5X, especially with a 105 rating, only sell for $10. And then he has another 5X, 103.5 for $10. That looks like it just sold, unless my screen is late updating. I mean, it just got a bid. Then he has another 3X2VG 107 horse rating for $10. I mean, they're worth. I will say that this Will Scarlet on the next one, 118113. is the sire of a horse of his, I believe, called Paw Prince or Paw Paw.
Yeah.
And he had that one in the auction after it. Paw Patrol, it's called. It sat 3-4 wide and just killed the horse I was in, race I was in, 105 rated. So I'm like, hey, you got this thing. He had this one in for 20 though. I'm like, hey, you got this thing in for 20. What's it going to take to get it out of the auction? And we did. We reached a deal. So I got it for 25, which is pretty cool. Now I see one of these is up to 15.
That's I've bidden that horse 105.75 rated filly. So how could you not?
Yep. You bid on you stole that one?
Yep.
Nice. And then the $100,000 horse from Moonshine is still hanging around. And then Anfield's 117218 is up to 11.5. We talked about 118, 166. These are all $30 to $50 horses minimum.
Yeah, but even that one there out of Will Scarlet and Wonderful Gal. Wonderful Gal, that's my dam. That's out of So Wonderful, the horse that was a bit of a monster.
Which one are we talking about?
118, 113. You know, and that horse never, So Wonderful, never won a thing. At 2, at 3, she started winning all rounder, earned over $1 million. You know what I mean? And that's why I give Rob a few breeds off it. It's rated 105.75. If it carries any of that horse's, genes through, you know what I mean? You're on to a good thing, like.
So I got 118, 176. I had marked that one, I think, because Blue Ticket, who I seem to keep seeing his foals in the winner's circle. Let me go look at Blue Ticket's foal rating. Yeah, 88 races, 22 wins, 11 seconds. That's pretty good. And I think they were in the Eliminator. A lot of them from the Eliminator were winning. Okay, so 15.5 for 118, 218. It should go up more, but he does have a lot in for 10. So the sad thing is going to be watching whoever grabs these, just watching yourself getting your butt kicked by them, and wishing that they weren't in there or that you had bought them. Another 10 one later, I was 111.185. Another 105.25 rated 3x2VG. He might be guilty of too many horses at the same price in the auction. But I think he just wanted to get rid of them.
I'm not going to lie to you. There was one or two of Rob's horses he had in auction that didn't have the shoes on them, but I told him. And the ratings is actually higher than he has marked on them, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He has a mark as 103, but if you click on the horse, it's like a 104.25.
Okay.
I just happened to notice when I was looking at them the other night, so.
Yep. Okay, so all his horses that he has listed for 10 are easily 25, and it's probably closer to 50. But so a lot of them look alike, and all these people getting these for $10, it's like Christmas come early for you. Because like you said, with the money, you look at a 15,000 claimer, okay? It costs $5 to get in, okay? That's $40.
Mm-hmm.
If you get the state bred bonus, if you run these in Florida, I think it's another 8% or whatever. You win one race.
Absolutely.
You move it up. Maybe people. I like these horses if you're kind of new and learning the game. But I also think
these are perfect horses for new stables.
Yes. But they're also good for anybody that needs to fill a gap in their stable. Maybe you bred a lot of really good ones, and not saying these aren't good, but maybe you don't have this type in your stable. And I think Poncho in the segment we had with him, he did not hide anything. He literally said to keep winning championships, he knows he has to have horses all the way up and down the scale. And
Yeah.
so I wouldn't be surprised if he's the one throwing down some of these bids, but we'll see. Okay, I don't want to beat it to death, but anyway. So let's get down to Jake Dog horse. Jake Dog has been, since he got those new silks, he's hard to beat.
Yeah.
He was always beating me anyway, but 5X. Okay, right away we got a 5X for 45,000 and running at 2205, 4480, 108.61. So for those of us that have been around for the last 2 or 3 years, 5X's in the past, you'd be lucky if you'd see them running 108.81.
Yeah.
So we're seeing 5X's that not only will produce, but they will earn their way. You don't see so many of the people, paying them off. Even if they make it 10, 15 races, whatever, they will pay their way. And there's nothing to shame about a 108.61 horse.
Not in the, like,
turn their nose at them, but you go look at Eddie's stable, you look at your stable, and
that's what I'm telling you. Male limb horses are all 108.58 or 108.61 or 4.
Yep.
And they're still in the eliminator. They're going into the semi-finals.
Yep.
People are too hung up on works, looking these fast works all the time.
Yep. So let's get some bids on that guy. My screen clock locked up, so I didn't get to see if any of these were getting bids. 10. They're all getting sold for 10. Oh my God.
I've actually bidden some of them because I feel bad.
Wow.
They're too good to let go for that sort of
money.
I
wouldn't hesitate to. I'm in the kind of the same boat as him. That I mentioned earlier, I've got a lot of the same type, and they're constantly running against each other. But God, I know I'm going to be seeing these from behind when I get in races. Okay, so Jake Dog now Anfield's got some more 10s after that. So 103.75. I'm telling you, if these were not 5, 6, 7 furlong types, they wouldn't be listed, or if they were, they'd be listed for $50. It's just
absolutely.
I think he doesn't like having these types as much. So you can look through them. They're all. I'm not going to highlight one over the other because I actually did highlight a couple down the road, and now that you're seeing my screen, I can't bid on them because you'll see me bidding on them. But Power Warning is the dam of a horse called is it Zoomer?
Right.
Zoomer. That Rob just won a 5 furlong race with a 117.99 rating, and it's that weight for the conform. So the sire of so Power Warning, by the way, is the Zoomer is a 108 rated horse. So Power Warning can put out some winners. Okay, so the fact that this horse for $10 out of this dam is unreal. Okay, but I'm gonna stop beating on that drum. For those of you that want probably some of the better deals you're ever going to get in an auction, all these horses are 25 to 50 or greater horses. Yeah. Lost in here is Jake Dog's horse, which we mentioned, for 45, which should easily catch that bid or more. I'm going to
a 5EX filly as well, like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Going by the names, I don't have a look at the breeding of this thing. Like, the breeding's decent as well, like, you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with the breeding in that horse either, like,
No, it's So we get through Rob's 10,000. So we got a ways before we catch anything else. Dutton has some in for 7. He's kind of new. He's got. We'll look at these. Let's kind of get through Rob's first because I don't want to get talking about horses with 15 minutes before they're off. So
yeah.
So Rob, okay, 17.5 on the one on a Will Scarlet and Wonderful Gal. That breeding is awesome.
Yeah.
Nice buy at 17.5 so far, it looks like.
Yeah, a horse rating of 105.75.
Unreal.
You would think that the horse is going to be able to produce on the track.
Okay, so
like a stair type as well.
The next one is going at 10.5, 5x for 10.5. Unbelievable. With Blue Ticket, a sire that has produced 25% winners in its races. 88 races, 22 wins for 10.5. Going to Bobby Dazzler. God, I want to bid on this. Oh, there we go. 15. I want to bid on this horse so badly.
Well, I'll bet for you, Lee, sure, and then you can get it off me later.
Let's go. Let's see. I think these are probably just going to go in order. I know we talked about it a couple times, but right in the middle of these is Jake Dogg's horse, which is a very nice horse. You know what? I haven't looked at any comments. Are we getting any comments? Oh, we're getting all kinds of comments.
I don't know.
Matt Donovan says, thanks. Congrats. What's up, guys, from Sports Galore, which is Dutton. He got my biscuit, he says. Why the heck did I not get one more biscuit? I don't know. He must have got sniped on that one. I don't know. Okay, so we will go back and look at these. Let me refresh. 118176 is up to 18.5. We need to get the Scotland Yard over here. There's just like a robberies going on.
Late robbery.
Hey, you got one in the UK Queen Elizabeth II race? Or sorry,
what do you say? Oh yeah, I have. Yeah, I have.
I figured you would. It's almost required that everybody over there put one in it, isn't it?
I have El Grand made on it.
I like El Grand Senior. Okay, 21 for this one.
I'm pushing Rob's horse up here, so I am.
What's that?
I'm pushing the price of Rob's horse up here.
You're manipulating? Or you're actually trying to get it? Why don't you just punch in 50?
Because I don't need it that bad. But it's just too wrong for that horse to be going at that price. Like,
yeah. And what? The next one's at 10, and then no one on Jake Dogs yet for 45. A filly, 5X, by the way, that can race.
There you go. I'm the top bidder in Rob's horse now, so I'm happy.
Okay, there you go. So the second one, 12.5 for the 105.
I'm surprised that Jake Dog's not getting a bid here.
I think there's so much confusion with all these 10,000 ones. That's why I keep kind of coming back to it, because I think it's quality and a filly. Like you said, a 5X filly. There's not a lot of good 5X fillies. At least I don't have them. Maybe you do. But and a sire and a dam are pretty decent. Rob's got, wow, he's actually got a couple of these with no bids. These $10 ones. 3 of them. 4 of them. Wow. Okay, so when we get down about 6 or 7 minutes on Jason's horses, 2 horses, we'll get some discussion on those as well. It's got him in for 7, I do see, so I think he just wants to sell them. 28.5, so you're no longer getting that one, Gary. I'm going to take
What's it up to?
28.5.
2 or 3 people, because my max bid was 25 and that, and I went up to 25.5. So there's somebody else's. There's not 2 people jumped in on it.
Yeah, they're seeing them though.
I'm surprised Jake Dogs hasn't got
it. Okay, I think that one just went off, and the one below it I think went off for like 14. Now we're on Dutton. Jake Dog's horse is the feature horse right now. So let's go in depth on this one. 5X, the sire Berserk Fun Star, the damn hope in your heart. He puts the fractions out. They're 5, 6, 7-ish furlong horse fraction. It's a filly. Okay, 5X filly, horse rating 101.5. Let's look at Berserk Fun Star. Was not a racer, and breeding wise has 4 wins and 7 races. And that would be mainly who's causing that? Well, a bunch of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 out of 15.
It's gone off the board. It's gone off the board.
Went off the board? Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, get a hold of Jake if you're listening to this or you listen to it later. Get a hold of Jake Dog, and maybe he'll work a deal if you still want it for under 45. If I were him, I don't think I would. But okay, so a couple more getting bids from Anfield. It's funny because these are bred from sires and dams I had on the sales page, and he bought a lot of them. Okay, so as they're going down the list, you're seeing people starting to chunk in the $10, which is
rude not to, like, you know what I mean? It really is.
Yep.
You know, it's.
Let's go to Jason's horses now that the one's down to 9 minutes. She's got heart. Little Mike is a great sire. Blade of Time. I've had some good luck with that Blade of Time dam as well. The horse is a 2X, 2VG, and a good. He has, where are we at? 108.67, which is a 20. I'm having a hard time reading that opening. I think it's 23, 24, 45, 21, 108.67. So closing in 23.46 puts it in the with the opening speed ideal 6, 7, maybe 8.
That is hard to read.
The stock time. Mile time is 1:35:44. Okay, so let's go look at the horse. Little Mike, Blade of Time, 99.5 rated horse. It ran a 7 furlong race, which seems to be where it should. Looks like it might have got parked or stayed in the back and was working its way up. It didn't quite get there. Maybe it wants a mile. Maybe it was on steady and wants stalk. Maybe it's on close. So it's hard to say without knowing details on it, but it was a closing horse. 97 pace is a respectable pace rating. So nothing wrong with that horse for $7.
For $7.
State of Mind is a gelding. Sometimes people aren't that enthralled with geldings. It's Commendable and Colliders, which are homies. It's been gelded. It's got some.
I think it had good confirmed. You could have spoiled the value of that horse with gelding it. You know what I mean? But for $7,
yep, $7. It's got a decent 6 furlong time, 108.60. Ran a couple races. Let's have a look at what it did. Oh, ran the eliminators. Okay, so wasn't really suited for eliminator, in my opinion. Probably wants shorter, as you can see by its front speed and then dropping out. So I think you get this horse in the 5, 6, 7 range furlongs. You're going to get some decent results with it, really.
Yep.
It started around I think there's 10,000 maiden claimers, a lot of those out there. I would easily see that going in there or 16. might be a better horse than that's hard to say because I just don't think it was set for the eliminator distances. And here's Rob with some more 10,000.
I'm sitting here shaking my head. It's unbelievable the amount of horses he has in there for $10. Like,
He just doesn't
even if
want
you're
them.
only starting to play the game and you were spending like 150 quid, this
I
beats
know.
going to the sales ring. Like, you know
You
what
can
I mean?
you can put your new player stable together in one auction here.
Absolutely.
And they're decent. They're not $10 horse. I mean, they're if they run like they work, they're not. I mean, they're
Yeah.
not 10 claimers, that's for sure. I guess you never know, but I know he just doesn't want them. It's not that they. I mean, he just wants to get rid of them, and that's what he's doing. So there's just so many of them. Which one do you pick, right? All of them.
Absolutely. Unbelievable. Like,
Okay, my brother in
yeah, just looking at
17
that
minutes
one.
has some horses, but let's
I had a Smarty Jones of
yeah.
some sort.
I don't want to get too far out,
Yeah,
but I don't
yeah.
know what we can do except watch the $10 bids on these. Okay, so they're all getting the $10. Dutton's coming. Somebody should take a shot at those for 7. You can't breed for 7. You can't buy sales ring for 7. You might as well race one. So these some got bids, some don't. I don't know how you look through them and pick one or not. So on the last 2 on the page, I guess we'll talk about them and then go back and forth. 117439 out of Smarty Jones and Sun Court. Asking 20. The bid is 20. He has listed it as 108.55 on the racing. A lot of this same type, 22, 14, 44, 88. I know why he has it in the auction because he doesn't like these. He's very picky. He wants them faster than that, and he doesn't typically like the ones. He's kind of like Rob. He wants longer distance horses, and these
Right.
don't fit that bill. So it's worth more than 20.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
In my opinion, that horse is worth $50 all day long.
Yeah, he just wants to be gone with it. He probably would have sold it to anybody that would ask him.
And Smarty Jones is a very good sire. Look at the amount of Smarty Jones that were in the eliminator and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It produces good horses.
Smarty Jones has he's one of higher sales ring horse ratings, and that shows you a lot about horse ratings because some of them. I'm not saying that his 106 makes him super great compared, but you look at some of the other sires and dams in the sales ring that are putting out nice horses, and they're like 99, 100. But I don't know. We'd have to get Bob to say if their horse rating is kind of run through the same cycle as the ones we get. But Smarty Jones has 813 races, 118 wins, 8 stakes wins for his foals, averaging over 5,000. Now that's a lot of horses. You don't think 5,000 average is a good average per earning, but when you're talking about 813 races, I mean that's a lot of races, and so you are getting horses that are running big time races and getting out of the money. Is what it amounts to a lot of times on those horses. So we'll go back and look at Rob's horses getting their $10 bids.
Well, see, State of Maine's caught a bid for $7.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup by somebody. Rob's are still getting their $10 bids.
Well, they're going up a wee bit. They're getting a couple of dollars added on to one or two.
What's that?
The top one's up to $12.50 now.
Oh yeah, yep. God, somebody. If this is one person getting all these, oh my lord!
Like they're building the whole breeding. They're even building their whole breeding barn on auction here. Like, you know what I mean?
I think so. Okay, so did the other one of Jason's catch a bid? Not yet. Minute 30. Let me refresh my screen. We've got one did, one didn't. So if anybody's watching, definitely worth a bit. Let's go back to look at She's Got Heart. We went over this horse. It was a fast closing from 7th to 5th in the last few moments. So it was passing horses at the end and 8-horse field. So it got in the back. So moved itself up and looks like a yearling born on August 31st. So she got a nice bump and easily worth the 7. It's 34 seconds. The other one. Then Anfields are still, Robs are still catching their $10. Okay, so the next one of Stan's, Tri-City. I do like this Lope de Vega, too. I got some good ones out of that. Now, that's a gelding, which is probably why he's got it less. 15 bucks for a, what do we got here? A 5X, 1VGG, and again, a 108.50 rating. This one, a little different because it can get the 8 furlongs, it looks like, with some front speed to go with it. I still think it'd be best at 7 if I were running it, but what do I know? So another, let me get did you put the rating on that one? Rating 103.5. So an easy, if you're looking for a horse to run.
Yeah, it's
another
one
more than a 15. Let's go back and see where we are. Okay, so Dutton's one off. Jason is his name, in case you don't know his first name. He's relatively new. Doing well. I think he picked up 2 or 3. I know he beat me today earlier, and had a horse come from the 8 post and just come flying right by me in a 5 furlong race earlier in the day. Thank you very much, right, Jason. Couldn't you run in the butt of another horse or something? Let me have the win.
Oh, I hit that.
All right, Rob's or God dang. If I wasn't doing this
Rob
show,
the $10 king, well.
If I wasn't doing this show, Gary, I'd probably have 10 more horses in my barn. Okay, so we did get a bid on the Smarty Jones horse, or it had a bid, I believe. It's too early to watch. I'm assuming it's going to get bids as they get closer. Let's go down to his next one, third one. He's got another $20 horse out of Connect.
Yep, and butter.
Philly, 2-year-old filly.
It's sold as well.
Same type of horse. He maybe get some 5 furlong, and that one it might actually run better stalk than push. I don't know. Sometimes when they open quicker, they do, but I bet it's got a decent 5 furlong time. And the horse is rated 103. Didn't train at 5. See, he saw what it was and just said, "Nah, I don't want it." Which is, I'd be seeing what it is and say, "Yeah, I want that one."
See, he's not used to having Arctic Warrior and winning all the time.
Yeah, I know. He's Arctic Warrior, and he's pulled in the last. I swear to God, this is a true story. He probably doesn't want me to give this away, but I am going to give it away. Before he goes to bed at night, he goes on to the sales ring, and sometimes that's midnight, and sometimes it's 4 a.m. So he'll buy one. If he gets a good one, he'll buy another one. And so we were playing the game Rust the other day until all hours, and he goes on and buys one, and he trains it. It's like a 108.22 or 0.25, 110 rated horse. And I'm like, wow, there's no use getting another one. And he's, oh yeah, I got to get another one. He gets another one. It's only 105, okay? But as he starts to train it, he's like, this one might be quicker than the last one. I'm like, how in the heck do you get a horse quicker than that, you liar? 108.17.
What?
Yeah. And then he did a third one, and he got like a 97 rated horse. He didn't even want to train it. I'm like, hey, I'd be looking at
Wow.
a decent horse there. And then I'm like, all right, I might as well try it. And I got a racer, but I didn't get that type of racer. So it's funny. So that's when you say he's used to them Arctic Warriors, he does get a lot of good luck out of the ring. He gets a share of questionables too. Huh?
I used to buy a lot of my horses when I get up in the morning, which was like maybe 2:00 in the morning your time, you know.
Yeah. He has that belief.
I seem to get some decent ones in around that time. I don't know why. I know there's nothing in it. Probably it's just when you hit the sales ring, like, you know, what's coming out and all of that. But, you know, you get this mindset then, you know, I'll go in at this time, you know, it's the best time to buy.
Yeah,
you know?
Well, my best time or my worst time to buy is that time of night because I get to where I'm like punch drunk, half asleep. And it's like, buy another one, buy another one, I'm not going to stop on that one. And like during the day when I'm, awake and alert and everything, it's like, okay, I got
then
one.
Bob gets up in the morning rubbing his hands saying the boys were busy last night.
Yeah, probably Stan and Lee were up late again. Okay, that one went up. I think one went off at 17.5 of Rob's. The rest of them are 10.
2050 it went off.
2050. Okay. So we got these three at 10. And I'm just shaking my head. I've got to go back and track these horses after the auction and then see what they're named. Because if you get the horse number, you can always look them up. And I'm just going to shake my head. Oh my God. Somebody's got one entered against me. All right. So the $20 horse has 6 minutes to go. Probably surprised if it goes for that. The Smarty Jones horse. The gelding hasn't caught a bid. The $20 one that runs the 108.50 range, a little bit more of a 5-6 horse.
I'm just looking back through Rob's horses here that have sold. A lot of them went for over the 20. A lot of them went for over the $10. A lot of them went in around 15 and 20 and $18.
Oh, did they end up? Okay, yeah, kind of lost.
So I'm just looking here again. I've just hit auction results there at the bottom, so I've had a wee. So I'm glad they've made a wee bit more than they're actually up for.
Yeah. Okay, so
where are we now? I've lost track of where we are.
But he's got a 12.5 on one. I think just went off the board.
Yeah.
And then he's got 10 on one that's going off in a minute. Then we got one going off in 3 minutes. It's at 10. And the Smarty Jones horse going off at 5 from Tri-City. Then the gelding that's going off in 6. The last one we talked about was the $20 horse. All three of Tri-City's horses are about the same type of horse.
Yeah.
Just one's a gelding, one's a filly, and the other two are fillies. One of them's got Smarty Jones, which might interest people. And then the next one he has for 25 is out of Domino, an Image of Reality. I've got a couple nice ones out of Domino.
Yeah.
So
again, it's a 104. Yes, it's gelded. It's a 104 horse rate, and it's doing what? 20, 22, 34, 45, 16, 108, 50. You know, to me, that's a decent classic horse.
Yeah, that's a total middle classic. Again, if you can wait, he's suited for the Eliminator as a 3-year-old, but that's a long time to wait. But he should win money if you don't want to wait. Nice looking horse for 25. Let's see where we are.
It actually shocks me that people yell 4EXs and have 1 VG. Like, you know.
Well, he's picky. He
I know. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking him for doing it. Like, you know what I mean? But it's just something I personally wouldn't do, that sort of way. Like, I very rarely geld a horse at all.
Yeah, I think he has racer priority, then breeder is what his thing is. All right, so infield horse, a minute to go, catching $10. The Smarty Jones for
Last
20
one went
kind
off
of a
for
surprise.
14.50.
14.50.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. There's some discussion going on in the Discord about how the bidding works, but I got too many irons here. I can't comment on it. Let's see if there's any. Let's see if there's comments in here that we should be looking at. Oh, I think Jason was wondering why he didn't get Biscuit. And I think part of that is it doesn't show up in your stable immediately.
Yeah, it sometimes takes like 20 or 30 seconds to appear, maybe a little bit longer.
Yeah, so I think he did get the one he thought he didn't get. Okay, 9, 8, 7, 10,000 points for a nice looking 4X 1 BG. Unbelievable. God, I'm gonna get my butt beat by all these. Oh wait, it caught a bid here, 12.5.
No,
Marty Jones or still for 20. That surprises me. 4X VG 108.55 Philly. Okay, 12.5 for that one. The gelding, it never really surprises me that geldings don't catch a lot of bids. I think there's a stigma to them, but people like to get them and figure that's the value they still hold if they have the ability to geld it. So that one, Smarty Jones, looks like it's 24.5. The gelding not. The other one's still.
I've just bid that one. I think that horse is too cheap at that sort of money. Like, so bid on it.
I hear you. Makes sense. We talked about the Domino horse, the 117773. We're still on the 2-year-olds, Gary. We haven't even got to the 3 and 4-year-olds yet.
Holy shit! We'll be here in a minute.
Yeah.
This is well, I'm off tomorrow. That's all I am saying, or I wouldn't be here all night.
What do you got? Like 8 o'clock at night there? What do you get?
Yeah, halfway, 27 minutes past 8 at night.
Okay. The night is young.
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked about Smarty Jones horse, the gelding, and the 20,000 and the 25. So we're down to Medina
11743.
Spirit and Blade of Time for 15. Looks like where's Sweet? Where's Sweet at? This is his horse. Horse rating 98. I tell you what, a horse rating 98 with a 108.57. That horse will do well in that series. You running that series with the Santa Anita?
I can never find it when I go in. I actually have a few that I was going to put in. I have a couple of 98 rated and all doing 108.5s, but I've looked for it. Then I get bored looking for it.
I don't recall if it's still the case, but I thought it was. You won't see it in a maiden. It has to run a race before you see it, but that might have changed. I don't recall, but so to me they're easy to spot because I use the dark reader, which turns and they're always in red. You know, the added money stuff always shows up in red, but the red against that black background, you start thumbing down, and it seems like it's always right in the middle of the description because that's like so you can. And sometimes I think right now they're like the 1 series is like every week there's a race. The 2-year-old I know is starting up too because I just entered one. But anyway, so that one he's telling you. I got
Stone's horse for 24.50.
You got that one?
Yep, for 24.50.
That's a nice buy there.
Yeah.
Okay, the $15 horse isn't going to sell unless it gets a bid at the last minute. His other one that pushes 108.5 0.52 for 6 furlongs. Probably does a decent 5 furlong. 103 rated out of Connect and Bitter. Has a 20,000 bid.
Yeah.
The other one, the Gelding, doesn't look like it's going to sell. I might have to get a hold of him and pinch him and see if I can get shoot back. Convince a horse is garbage and see how little I can pay for it. Let's see. I do want the one down here that's a 98 though. I might have to fight someone for that. Let's see. The ones for 20 is probably looking like it's not hard to say. You never really know when there's that much time left. We talked about the Domino and Image of Reality horse, which is a 108.50, more of a 7, 8, maybe 9 furlong. Nice horse. It is a gelding, which some people don't like. We talked about the under 99 group horse, which for 15 is really a nice buy. His next one is an Alydar Carson City Girl for 35. It has a bid. It is a 103 rated horse, which has some nice works. 2211, 4481, 108.47. Puts you right in that 6, 7 furlong range, maybe 8 if you're lucky. That's a nice horse. Nice buy for 35. It's funny that all these horse selling for 35 and all those horses that were out there for we're having a hard time getting bids. But so let's stop there for a second and go back and watch some of these come off. This one's surprising a little bit that it's only going to be 20 because it can run 108.52. Probably can do decent at 5, Gary. I probably should have got it.
Well, bet on it.
Someone stole it for 20.
Did
the gelding? We're seeing geldings not really doing too well.
No.
So
what about this one out of Alydar and Carson City? Bit of 35 on it. Nice looking horse, 103.
Yeah, I would think that with the 108.47 tag and Alydar and the 103 rating, would think that would get up there. More in line with some of the others that are at that speed, probably $50 to $60. I would think that one might get up. The under 99 group horse, Sweet's waiting to throw a bid on it. I can see he's not going to show his hand early. Okay, Talk Answer Tiz Fizz. Another in the 108.50 group. A little bit higher, 108.58. Another 103. Philly. 2X, 3VG. Nice racer. If I paid $15 for the ring and got that horse, I'd be pretty happy.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what you got to pay. Pretty much what you got to pay, except for he's already put the shoes on it. So nice one there. 6 minutes to go. What have you been up to, Gary? Been doing any furniture building?
Well, bought myself a computer desk today and spent about an hour and a half putting it together. When I opened the box, there was no instructions with it, so I had to figure it all out myself. So that was a bit of fun, so it was, but we got there.
Yeah.
I was just
so the gelding didn't go. It doesn't look like the second gelding. I'm gonna go look. Dean, this is what, the under 99 horse? I'm surprised that one doesn't have a bid.
We're only halfway through the auction, Lee. That's hard to believe, isn't it?
We need the second group to come in and do the last I'm gonna go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta check out my fantasy football team.
Oh,
Okay, here we go.
no, it's not looking
What
like the.
I forgot again. What football club do you back? Are
I
you
don't
with
follow
Rob?
football at all or soccer at all. I've no interest in it.
Oh, no
No
Liverpool for
interest.
you, huh?
Nope. I've no interest in soccer
Rugby?
or anything like that. Well, I
Rugby?
would follow Ulster rugby a little bit, like you know what I mean. But as I say,
Mhm.
apart horse racing would be my main sport. Then I
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
motorbike. Motorbike racing would be my second passion. Like you know,
Formula One?
no motorbike racing.
No, but do you like Formula One? Don't they have
I
that?
don't. I used to like it. I don't like it anymore. I don't like Stan's Coulter's caught a bid, the 98 rated one.
Oh, someone got it, huh? Sweet. Poncho. Trying to
Sweetness,
think of
that's not.
maybe Berkey. He's probably working though.
Yep,
Okay.
as ADR's caught a bid as well, 35, which
I think that
to
one
me
had
is
a
a good
bid,
bid.
didn't it? Or did it just
I
catch
did it.
that? No, I think you're right. I think it just did catch it. And then the last one we talked about, I think, was he's got twins up here, Doc Amster and Tiz Fizz.
Yeah,
Got sisters up here. One's 15 and one's 20. The 15 we talked about.
both very similar type of horse.
20 is they are. This one's a 4X, but they both run about the same, don't they?
Yeah,
It's got a
one's a
little
wee
bit
bit
better
quicker than
clothes. I would expect those to sell for that or above if people are still bidding. This one went off 15. Wow, that's a nice for the under
the next
99.
one down, Moonshine Ziada,
We're back to the moonshines, or one
it's
moonshine.
150, $150. Out of
Let's
Little Mick
let's
and
dig
Zenyatta,
inside. Little Mike and Zenyatta. 4X,
104.
1BG. He's got the mile and a quarter time, or maybe it actually
It's one
race
over
that.
a mile and a quarter with a pace of 101.
It won its maiden. It was an eliminator. Ran it shorter after the eliminator, then ran it longer. Closed, or no, it looked like it was right up front all the way. Looks like it left early from the 8 gate.
Yep,
And hung
pushed
in,
on.
got the lead by the half, and never headed at Parks a couple days ago. 104.75, Little Mike Zenyatta.
Good breeding.
And it just goes to show you that horse. Some of the works I see 135, 38. You're not seeing 135 flat, 135.05, but the horse
No.
ran a really nice mile and a quarter race,
Yep.
101 rating. So
Got to the front. There
it's
was
a
no
nice one.
pegging him back.
It's a nice horse. I don't know on this one. Certain auctions, this would go. I don't know if it's going to get the 150, but people do need to keep in mind that if Bob confirms that there's the 50% guarantee on these, so you're really only
That's
bidding.
75.
Yep. So I think the Alidar horse went off at 35, right?
Yeah, that's the Moonshine Ziada is the last of the 2-year-olds.
Oh, so that's your final 2-year-old in this auction. There's not very many
Yeah.
3-year-olds though, so I do know that. Then we get to the 4s, 5s, and breeders. Okay, so the sisters up here for 15 and 20 that run
Not
108.58 and 108.59 with good conforms and good horse ratings, fairly priced, no bids. Moonshine Zenyatta is 150 with no bids, 4 minutes. And then Gary, let's go over. I recognize that dam again, Colts Foley.
Yeah,
You've got a $105,000 winner, 105,000 points winner, 5X.
yeah.
Ball of
5X. It's more of a sprinter. It
Ooh,
has great breeding. If you look back, lucky pulpit, winning colours, empire maker,
yep.
gaming, Dana Fora or whatever they call it, classic wish, Coupe de Folly. It's all there.
So why don't you want to
Again,
keep this and breed with it?
that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter to me. It only needs one more run, and that's it,
Yeah,
ready for breeding. You know what I mean?
I
It's not
do.
going to cost anybody a fortune. The horse will win races. It hasn't raced this season yet.
Okay.
It is 4 or 5 furlong horse. It'll stretch out to 6 furlongs if pushed.
Okay.
Um, to me, it's going to be a great breeder. Personally, that's my opinion on it. I don't care whether it sells or not, but that is the least I'd be prepared to take for it.
Yep.
And that's plain and simple. Somebody will have a decent breeder in their stable, whether they want to take the chance on it or not. It will race next season. I would say it'll have a great age change, but as I say, there's not much else I can say about it. To
Yep.
me, that's what the horse is worth, the value of it, in the story.
Okay. So the
You know,
first sister of Tri City didn't sell. The second sister doesn't look like it's selling. Moonshine's in yet. It's got 2 minutes.
no,
Yours has 4 minutes. Then we
yeah,
get in. Jason has a 3-year-old gelding for 17
gelding,
out of Great Notion. I have to be honest. I'm not familiar with that sire. African Jade
no,
has run 2 races. Has average. I would call it average conforms, but
it's
uh,
gelded anyway.
it is gelded. It's run maiden and a maiden claimer. I only see the 7 furlong works, but I can guess that the 6 furlong works are probably in the 60s or 70s.
Yeah, I would be
Push
saying,
rating 100, gelding 0 for 2. Hasn't really had strong speed or pace ratings. It has had
yeah,
8 horse fields. It looks like he pushed the pace in the first race and got passed. In the second race, he was outside and maybe hung outside. Kind of looks like he didn't really move, or he moved but was hung. So,
mhm.
um,
No disrespect. There's nothing but exciting about that horse.
yeah, I mean, $17, but I don't see being what is gone, what hasn't sold in here for the $15 and $20
Mhm.
range. I'm not saying the horse isn't worth it. I'm just saying
Yeah,
for what's not selling, I don't think that one's going to get much attention.
looks like
Um,
Moonshine's. Yeah, there's not going to catch a bit either.
yeah, I don't think he's probably going to be that upset that that one didn't. But
No,
I mean, I think he's probably like you. He wants what he wants for it and not going to settle for less. Yours is not
no, I didn't call. But
catching with,
again,
yeah,
you buy a horse. You know what I mean? A 5EX. You're going to have to
yeah,
turn
yeah,
around and race it 10 times, pay the money, whatever, to retire for breeding. With this horse, you know exactly what you have. You have a horse
yep,
that's capable of winning races on turf and dirt. And what
mm-hmm,
else can I say?
yeah,
It's a 5EX. It's great bloodlines the whole way through. All you have to do is have a look at it, and you'll see all the
yep,
top racers in there in the bloodlines. It's a filly
yep.
and
So let's go down
story.
to this Angel of the Morning, which stole from me.
Oh,
Yeah, he
Track
Stole
record,
this one
son.
from me for like 10,000 and made it win a lot. And he claimed that it won its maiden, and I thought, well, it won a maiden claimer at 10 doesn't mean it'll win an open claimer at 20. So I put him in at 10, and he claimed it and worked itself up and won allowance with it. And now he's decided that it's time to sell it, and it's already won 100,000. Will it win another 100,000? It could.
Absolutely.
Holds a track record. I am listed as the breeder, but of course the sales ring is the true breeder, so you don't have to worry about me tarnishing it with my breeder. So again, it should get that. I would think 75. It might get some action. 100 right now. People are hesitant on the $100 horses. I can see, unless they're have a lot of future. I mean, people might think this one's only got this year left to race and maybe aren't gonna toy with it. Periodic table. I know I've seen this horse before.
It was your horse, that's why.
I mean, I know I've seen it. I know I've seen it as far as that, but I want to say it was in an auction before, but I could be wrong. Okay. Periodic table 4X VG for 8,000.
Yeah.
It was claimed for me, but for 10.
It's a 40X.
Very first race. Yeah, he claimed it on the very first race. Okay.
That's a bargain at $8 for a breeder. Like, you know what I mean? Can't go wrong.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty decent deal. I got to refresh because my counter isn't counting down. Holy cow. Let's go back and see the 100,000. So we're almost up to date. Okay, we have Carlton. I don't know if we've seen a horse from Carlton in the auction today.
No, this is the first one this evening.
He's got a Star of Coas. I think he means chaos, but 105.25 filly, 108.43 as a 3-year-old, closes in 23.60. 7 races, 1 win, 1/3 for 25 out of Juiced. Stacking chips. Has run
again. That's one of them horses. It's not producing up. Yeah, it's placing stuff, but it's got the tongue tie on. I'd be taking the tongue tie off to see if it would help in the race.
So the horse, if you look deep, the horse is a dirt horse, has run 4 times on turf and didn't particularly care for the turf. But on dirt, he's 1 out of 3 and with a win. $20,000 allowance race after his maiden with a 115 rating and a 97 or speed rating, 97 pace. The horse wants to be on dirt, not turf.
Yeah.
And its last dirt race wasn't super impressive, but we don't know what happened. Looks like it might have got hung. But so the record's a little bit misleading. And I would think at that work level that it would be.
It seemed to run better off surface than it did on, like it won on dirt good.
Yep.
It might be just one of them horses that likes to run off surface.
Could be. So I mean, I don't know how to put a value on 3-year-old raced horses as much as newer horses. I guess my value would be, if you're going to spend 30, obviously you want to win 3 times that much.
Yeah.
But
it hasn't raced this season yet, you know what I mean? So you don't know what it is. Or
I think, again, it's worth the money. I just think based on what we're not seeing getting purchased today, like this one over the others, I just don't see it. Now we come to Gary's quality $8,000 freezer horses, or I believe.
Yeah.
4-year-olds.
Now, I will say a lot of these horses have only been trained once. There is
Okay.
a couple of them. Like that first one there, Drop the Flag. It's 22 21, 44.96,
Oh my
108.
lord.
You know what I mean? It's
Oh
for
my gosh.
$8. You know what I mean? What else can I
Oh
say?
yeah. How come I can't believe it doesn't have a bid?
But
Yeah.
people
Okay.
people see that and they just think, it's very good, excellent, very good, very good, very good. For $8, how can you
I
go
know.
wrong?
I
You
know.
know, that's
Okay,
my
so let's go to the next one. You didn't even put any info on it.
Did I not? It's not like well,
Now I gotta go look it up. One
Follies.
race, maiden finished ninth, so it's been told you don't deserve my barn. 108.30, 108.28, 21.11, 22.11,
That's what I'm saying.
44.78, 108. God, these are both eliminator, but I wouldn't want to wait another. God, these are nice horses.
But that's what for it. I put them in to see if they get interested. I've been sitting there doing nothing, and
And not only that, okay,
it hasn't
I'm,
it
I'm
hasn't run
biased.
from
I'm,
January.
I'm I'm
That horse
biased.
has not run from January 22, 19th of
I
January.
am totally biased. And Bob hit me my nail on the head the other day when he said, "You only feel what's going on is what you last saw." So what I've last saw is a lot of 4-year-olds beating my 3-year-olds. Now, yesterday, right after, it's funny because right after my show on Friday, then I saw the opposite. So, but God, I think 4-year-olds in the 108.30s lightly raced for $8. And for a guy like me that has very few 4-year-olds, these are ideal.
Absolutely. Like there's one there out of Golden Sands and Willing Colors
I have,
for $8. You know
I
what I
know,
mean?
yeah.
It's, what can I say?
That one did get the $8 bid.
Yeah, it has the $8 bid, but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Bloodlines alone. Bloodlines alone. You know, it's
yeah, I know. Then you got, are these all similar? Like just put away and never seen again, or
never seen. I just the odd day I went in and started having a look and says I'll bang a dozen or so of these in and see how they go. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna start calling you Whirlpool or whatever the big appliance company is that makes freezers.
Like, and
Let's
then
start calling
the
you
one
Dry
after,
Ice or
one after
something.
that is out of quality. Quality is gold and War Princess.
The Ice Man. I mean, I can't even talk about these horses because they're all worth much more than the 8. But no one
Absolutely,
wants them. No one wants them.
absolutely. You know what I
What are you
mean?
gonna
Like,
do with them? What are you gonna do with them if they don't sell?
what am I going to do with them if they don't sell them? I'll
Yeah.
run them in the eliminator next season, or I'll breed them. Plain and simple. Like, look at that one out of quality, or quality is gold. One of the top stars last season and
Which one
this
are you
season
looking
for
at?
breeding. Out of Princess of War.
Okay,
It's
but
doing
okay, I must skip back to Star Chaos because it didn't get a bid yet. Which, again, I think it deserves a bid. I think the 3-year-old tag and 7 races, 1 win might be hurting it, but I thought it might get a late bid. Someone might say, okay, for 30, I'll take a shot at it. But I guess not.
it's not
Okay,
going to
now the 8,000 credit horses going off.
like you have a full page of them here.
I don't mean to laugh at your horses. I'm just
No, but
laughing that you have that quality of horse that never sees the track.
this is what I'm saying. But you see, the thing is, Lee, I end up getting bogged down with so much. You know what I mean? And then work kicks in and everything else. But
Yep.
like, even to look at the breeding of these horses for breeders and everything else, and they've lay there And the thing is, I know a lot of them's not going to sell because people just don't see it. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
it is what it is, and I'm not going to try and for $8. How can you go wrong? You know.
I just want to buy them all and put them in $15-$20
But
claimers.
knock your $8 bid in.
Huh?
Knock your $8 bid in. You know what I mean? It's not like anybody's going to be bidding against you here. Like, you know what I mean?
God, there's so many of them. How do you have this many that you don't? This one's already won 13,000. Never at Kingdom.
Hey, you have no idea. You would probably cream your pants. You get into my stable and have a look at what's laying on it.
Yeah, between you and Poncho and your freezers,
Yeah.
I could probably
There's that
win the
drop of
monthly
flag.
award with your guys' horses you're not racing.
There's a 108.31 about to go off the board for $8 and not catching the bid. Like it shows you the state that things get to sometimes.
Well, I mean, 4-year-old. I guess some people don't want a 4-year-old, but
yeah,
I don't have hardly any 4-year-olds. But all right, we'll watch them. I see one got a bid so far.
Yeah, but again, that's purely on breeding, I would say.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look and do some detail on some of them here. So this one you didn't talk about, but I think it's a 108.30 as well. I mean, you didn't list it. Foley's estate.
Yeah.
Global.
That's a 108.28. That's a 108.28.
Yeah, 108.20. Global C has earned more than you're asking for it. You didn't put it up there. You don't want to sell these. I see what you're doing.
I put them in. I said, I actually thought I had.
You haven't even trained them the last 2 seasons.
But that's what I'm saying. I've done one. Actually, I think I put it up on the thing.
This horse ran a 100 pace rating at 96, and it bounced right back with a 99 pace rating. It never saw a race after January 13. Oh my God. People are going to see me doing it, but I'm doing it anyway.
But they're there to be sold, you know what I mean?
And then you got, I won't fight someone for this one for 8. Golden Prince, 4X VG Colt with a 103.25 rating. You did train this one, 108.33.
There's some of them I did hit a train on them to see they went, like, you know what I mean?
Yep. And then we've got Great Tiff. Oh, what happened here? Great Tiff is not listed either. 101.5. Ran a couple races, one January, one February. I can only see the longer term works. They don't look that spectacular, but who knows? You might be hiding them.
What horse are you on? Which one are you on?
Great Tiff.
Great Tiff. Where's Great Tiff?
I only see 11 and 12 furlong works, and they were back in January.
But that's what I'm saying. You know, half these are just, I stuck them in. I haven't even trained them. Like, there's no doubt they're going to improve. You know what I mean? No matter what showing, it's going to improve anyhow.
Yeah, long showdown.
Long
showdown. Yeah, it's got some longer works in it too. Great
Tiff was doing 2255 over 45.54, a 108.76. That's a 6 furlong works as a
Okay.
2-year-old.
Okay.
It hasn't been trained in 2 seasons or a season.
Well, if they're not going to buy, if there's no bidding on the 108.30s, they're probably not going to get bidding on the 108.70. Somebody did bid on Golden. It might have been up there already. No, I think somebody just bid on that.
Well, you got Global C for $8. Like you can't be bad
Oh,
at that.
yes. Golden Colors just caught a bid at $16.02 for $8. Golden Prince.
I guess how the quality is gold. You know what I mean? Which is, as I keep saying, it's one of the top breeders last season and this season so far. You know, there has to be something in there. And $8. What
there is some 4-year-old only racing still too, right? If you yeah. Okay, well, let's go down to Long Showdown. Philly. 2X, 2VG, 1G, 1 race in. I think I was just looking.
That was a 22-18, 44.97, 108.52. That's what his 2-year-old times were.
Long Showdown?
Yeah.
Or the other one. Okay.
So
probably 15 or so greater than that. Yeah, probably in the 108.30s.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm just actually going to go and hit one quick train on them here now.
I'm guessing about 108.35 maybe.
108.31.
Oh, wow. Nice. And
I'm just going
Showdown.
108.31. That's what I'm just going to say. What's
I'm seeing it. Oh, it's a nice close too.
Yeah.
What's the next 40? The next one is
Miss Martha.
1 race. Let's see. Miss Martha.
Was that showing on
102.5? Oh, Speed Demon that you must have had on push and it didn't want to got it. 108.24. You trained this one before, you just didn't list it.
Did I?
Okay, I'm going to have that one. That one's going to go into my barn. Smart.
Because I know some of them I did hit one train on them just
Yep. Hey, did someone beat my bid?
Never a Kingdom.
Okay, so we got Great Tiff. So Golden Colors went for the 8, I believe.
There's Never a Kingdom. You like that one on 108.27.
Who are we talking about? Never a Kingdom?
Yeah, I just trained it there at 6 furlongs.
Never a Kingdom. Yeah, I'm going to bid on that one. I'm going to bid 10, just in case someone tries to sneak in at the last minute with 8,500. Oh, it's already won 13. Okay. Then we have Racing Storm. Did you train that one today?
I'm just done it there now. It's a 108.44.
Okay. What kind of
it's 207 or 2207.
Oh, okay.
44.
Not as quick as the other ones. But still worth it.
All right. What do you want for $8?
Yeah, come on, man. Well, I want 108.27. Okay, Royal Ruffian. Oh, I'd love that. Bloodline. That's a filly too, huh? What we got on this guy? You got Ruffian and Curlin both in this bloodline? Ruffian, Curlin, yeah.
That done a train that I was doing a 22:08 and a 1:08:35 or one
Yeah,
22:08 44.78 a 1:08.35.
It's a nice one there. Someone's got that one. I won't fight them for it. They can have it. Did we talk about Royal Tiff? There was some Tiff up here earlier, I thought. Great Tiff. So we have Great Tiff and Royal Tiff. And Royal Tiff is listed. He's only got 4 conforms.
He's special. She's special.
He doesn't need the 5th one. All right. He's
Royal
a 103.25 and 108.37 trained the other day with the close of 23.22. Okay. So Royal Tiff.
I'm just sort of going through them here and going down and train them just so they're showing something. Make sure they've been trained.
Hey, we got one unnamed now. You didn't name this one. You hated it so much. Unnamed 108.486. 3X, a VG, and a G.
There you go. Stock time is 22:01, 44.64, a 108.35.
Yeah. And down the way in the breed line, you see Winning Colors.
Yeah.
Philly, Colt, 102.75. Okay, and shit, I went backwards. Okay, so we got then we got 108.643. It's got a bid out of Simply the Beast and Dazzling Thing. Never was it trained? Yeah, you trained it the other day. 108.51, but it's a 22.43 open and a 23.19 close. So a nice middle quasi, maybe up to, I don't know if it'll get to 12, but definitely should get to 11. Then,
well, at least a few of them selling for their $8. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure I know 3 of them that sold for the 3 of them, but they're not sold yet. They're in the bidding process. Miss Martha and Never a Kingdom are my bids. Long Showdown, no bid. Racing Storm, got a bid.
Post is sold. Royal Ruffian sold. You know what I mean?
Yep. Royal Tiff, I just bid on that.
Tiff sold.
Okay. We have 3 pages left, but we have some new entries showing up on this page now. Moonshine Dainty, another stall horse, a 4-year-old, has won 514,000 points, 10 for 31 lifetime, 2 for 3 this year. A 4-year-old gelding, so really a race only. And let's see what it's been running at. Allowance, putting up respectable for a nice 4-year-old, putting up 108 speed, 98 paces, 2 races out of 2, 97 the one before, and he won that one too. So you can get some money out of this horse. If it's gelding, that's what's gonna. So you're really only buying it to see how much you can race. Let's see. Whoa, what happened? That me? That was you?
That was me. That was me.
That scared me.
I was going to watch one of my races, but I'll wait after the auction.
Yeah, me too. Okay, so 50. It's worth 50. It should earn 50. Whether someone wants to pay 50, that's questionable on a 4-year-old. There's a lot of money in 4-year-old racing, and it's definitely can race. So
Yeah.
We'll see. And then the next one's a 5-year-old. Foggy's got for 75, but it's got a bid for 85. And it is a mare, Big Brown Citizen Advocate, getting ready to go to the shed if it doesn't race. If it races one more time, or maybe it's going to keep racing. Someone bought it for 85. So the horse rating on Muggsy Balone is 104.25. So hard to say if someone bought it for breeding, racing.
Whoa, look at the time of it. I'll have to have a bid on that. 108.08.
On Muggsy Balone?
Yeah.
Yeah. 108.08. And has not run since being a 2-year-old. Wait a minute. Yeah. May, June, July, August. Yeah. Never ran as a 4-year-old. Never ran as a 4-year-old. I got so old. I'm trying to figure out. So 4-year-old, it turned 4 in May. So never ran as a 4-year-old. As a 3-year-old, it wasn't. You got a second and third, but boy, it got a nice little boot. Yep, Muggsy Balone. Then we have Carlton again with Skyshine, a 5-year-old, 8,000. It's already breeder ready. It's 172. It has VG rating. So it's ready to breed. It's shown it can win. So 104 mare. So that should be, someone should be buying that just for breeding alone.
Yep.
Okay. Never a Kingdom is about to be my property, it looks like. Racing Storm, someone got. Royal Roughing, someone's going to get. Royal Tiff is going to be mine. The two unnames are not, or one bid, one didn't get a bid. Moonshine Dainty, the 4-year-old we discussed. That one's going to be, I don't know. That one's going to be I think the issue is if someone's going to spend $50, they're probably going to spend it on a 2-year-old. 31 races, a lot of races for a horse, but obviously it's competing. Muggsy Balone is up to 10.5. Now that you pointed out the 108.08, which is probably your bid.
On it.
Yeah, it's probably your bid. Skyshine, we just talked about. Now the breeders are starting to show up, so let's get through the non-breeders here before we start talking about the breeders. Let's get through these $8,000 freezer horses. In the meantime,
$8,000 bargains.
Get the bargain bin. Boy, between you and Rob, I'd hate to see your guys' stable. You're letting
what are you eating,
go for $8 and $10.
What are you eating?
I'm trying not to chomp. Or just a snack bar because I didn't have lunch.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's like 3 in the afternoon here.
Refresh your page early.
Muggsy Balone, 10.5. Skyshine, no bids.
I'm actually surprised Foggy didn't race that and breed it. Stick another race on it and breed it.
Yeah. True.
It's because, like, he spent the money to get it that far, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. He's got so many, though.
Well, he's a bit like myself. He's up, man. He's sitting there probably, you know.
Mm-hmm. He does. He's done. We've been chatting before, and
yeah,
we'll do the same thing. Like, oh, where'd this one go? Muggsy Balone's up to 13.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Are you still the bidder on it?
No, but it will
Okay,
be now.
someone got it from you.
I'm
Royal
coming after it, boy.
Ruffian. Huh?
I'm coming after it. Ooh,
18.5, man. Somebody wants it. Okay, so Gary the Eights are still going for 8.
yeah.
Except one of the unnames is not.
I wouldn't worry about that.
Moonshine Dainty for 50. I mean, that's a tough price to put for a 4-year-old that's already run 31 races. But I think if I were him, I'd just keep racing it.
Muggsy Balloon.
What's that?
Muggsy
Balloon's
Balloon.
getting all the attention right now with the 22.5. Still got 12 minutes to go. I think it's gonna be up to $100 before it's over.
Well, I'm prepared to pay a few pounds for that horse.
Yeah. Sunshine, Skyshine, I should say, is 8,028 minutes ago.
Like the way you look at Muggsy Balloon there, right? So it needs one run and it's capable to go to the breeding barn. It's out of a top sire and a top down. You know what I mean? So how can you go wrong at it?
Yeah, I hear you.
You know, to me, that horse is worth at least $30 to $40. You're getting a good breeder straight in.
Oh, I got so many windows open. I have to close them. Muggsy Balloon, 22.5. Let's see. Up here we got Royal Tiff. I'm a minute from owning it. Unnamed 108. Nobody wants it, Gary. Nobody wants that horse. What'd you do to it?
Don't really care.
What'd you do to this poor horse? 57.41 for 5 furlongs. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
108.35. Yeah. My problem is all the ones I got are pretty much going to race against each other.
Well, it's a 5 furlong horse. Obviously, you have to have it. Like
I'm trying to wean off of those. Quit tempting me.
I think there's that horse at Carton Lodge is scaling. Like, instead of putting that on the auction, I'd have just retired that and bred it myself.
The Carlton. Which horse you talking about?
Skyshine. That's Skyshine.
Oh, Skyshine, yeah. Yeah. I'd be surprised if that one doesn't go, but.
Oh, I'll bet.
Yeah, I figure you would. Up here we got. Oh, somebody stole Royal Tiff from me.
You're joking.
Huh?
I haven't stolen it yet. It's still there. Current bid $10.50.
Nah, I'm not gonna fight anybody on the show.
Don't be such a wuss.
Yeah.
I can have a bit on.
Don't be such a wuss. Okay. Moonshine Dainty, the 10 winner. Boy, if that was if it wasn't a gelding, you know, where it could have some breeding potential.
Yeah.
Muggsy Balloon.
I do believe when horses are gelding or gelded, it does hurt their value. Like,
I think so, but
it does,
you look at
does for me personally, because I say when they're gelded, it does hurt them personally for me, because I always buy a horse looking at the breeding potential and all in it too. Like,
yeah, but then a horse probably wouldn't have won 500 some thousand if it wasn't gelded, though. So
look at the time lapse in the next one. See, after a Muggsy Balloon,
yeah, no.
It goes from 8 minutes to 24 minutes.
Yeah, I
And
don't
then
know what happened there.
then it goes back to 6 minutes, and then 10 minutes, or something messed up there somewhere.
Something with Sky Shine. They must want it to get another. I guess because the breeders are kicking in. I don't know. Well, let's look at some breeders, I guess. Carlton Lodge has a 4-year-old colt out of Maxfield in Latruska.
Yeah.
A 5X for
We need to
20.
look at how many breeds is left in these horses.
Yeah. 5X for $25. Wasn't much of a racer, so we don't have to look at that. And 39 out of 45 breeds remain. As a breeder, has it done anything? Nope. No runs yet from it. It's only had. Oh, wait. How come it's only. It must be one of those horses that didn't get the other 5. Okay. 40 breeds it had originally. It's had one horse bred out of it that didn't run. And did we get the rating on this? Horse is a 100.75 rated.
But the horse rating means nothing in breeding, as far as I can see, because I've bred 94.75s that have produced stakes winners, and you only have to look at the sales ring a lot of the time to see that they're all under, well, the majority of them are under 100 horse rate. I know a lot of them need to be created horses and stuff like that there, but
okay.
You know.
Up next, my horse,
Let's
the
get them
Little
in action.
Zero, has 17.5. He's a 5X. Out of Man of War Alcibiades. Has 29 breeds left. I have a bunch of these in here that look alike. Aurelius Maximus and Terrace, 5-year-old, 5X. Gladiator Zen, 5X. 25 breeds left. Thunder Gold, 35 breeds left, 5X. I mean, they're all the same, except for this one actually ran and did a little bit. Thunder King, out of Thunder Supersonic.
Yeah.
36 breeds left. Okay, 5X. They're all 5Xs, I think. All right, let's get back to the non-breeders. Looks like Unnamed did sell for the 8. Moonshine Dainty, again, that one, I just don't see someone paying the 50, but I think if I were him, I'd keep racing it. Muggsy, stuck at the 22.5. This one with the weird time, 21 minutes left. Still got the 8. Maybe we'll go a page up.
I know why that is, because there's a 4-year-old after it, 4-year-old breeder after it. You understand what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's what happened.
Buying the 4.
Yeah, okay. And then even some, so it got entered late because even the 5-year-old breeders are in front of it.
Yeah.
Okay, Thunder Gold, Thunder King, Thunder Pegasus. All mine are pretty much the same. 5X, pretty decent ratings. Let's see what anybody else has in here. I'm going to go to the next page.
Carlton Lodge is going to be pretty pissed if I take this sunshine or Sky Shine off him for a breeder and it starts breeding good horses like Doodlebug.
Well, no, because he got $50 out of it.
But sure.
Oh no, that's not the $50 one. That's the $8 one. Okay.
That's
that one. I don't know about
Doodlebug has turned out to be a revelation. Like, just look at the form of the horses that thing's been producing. Like, it's there's not one of its horses have run yet that haven't won or placed.
Yeah, I've noticed that. It seems like I keep hearing about it on Discord.
Now you'd wonder that, wouldn't you? Oh, somebody stole Foggies off me. There was one again. There was one again, or doing that.
I wish it was me, but it's not.
I'm going again.
You know who's sneaky? There's 2 sneakies in this auction. Chrisman, he's one of them snipers. And Paul, he sneaks in and gets
Yeah,
them.
I'm
I bet
back.
he's got a bunch of them 8
I'm
and
back on
10-year-old
top.
junk. I bet he's got a bunch of them 10-year-old $10 ones. What's that?
I'm back on top again. Curtin Lodge's growler. There's only a minute and 14 seconds left. Just don't be getting confused by Sky Shine.
Yeah.
If you look down below it, it's about to go off the board in a minute. Just
Yep.
any is that are Lee's horse is 5 minutes left. Just make sure you keep an eye on that, guys, because that horse growler's going to sit, or Sky Shine's going to sit on top of them. Oh,
Yep.
somebody's went up to $30 in Foggy's breeder now.
Yeah. Yep. Figured
Let's
somebody
have
would.
an eye go at it. Let's have an eye go at it.
So Gawker has 35. Gawler, sorry, 32 seconds. Doesn't bode well for my 5Xs, I guess, if his can't even sell for 25. I was hoping some of these would sell, but I'll just keep using them, I guess. 31 on old Muggsy Balone. Sky Shine is the one that's got the strange clock. Someone's going to get below zero for 17.5. Gate of Olympus, Gladiator Zen, Thunder Gold, Thunder King, Thunder Pegasus, Winning Pegasus. Oh, I think it got a bid. Holiday Home would be the next one, but it's got 19. Let's stick on Muggsy Balone here. 31. Muggsy Balone. You gotta like that name too.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely gotta like the bloodline on that thing for breeding.
Absolutely.
I remember for the longest time, Big Brown was the sire, the king of the sires. I don't know if he still is or not, but he was at one time. There's been some good ones come out of these last, like El Gran Senor seems like put out a lot of good ones, and
Yeah.
the filly or damn Parlo, the one called Parlo seems like it. And then Lexington, who was there many seasons ago, has been coming back putting some good ones. But 30 seconds on Muggsy Balone. Hey, what happened? 20.
Looks like I have it.
Looks like it's in your barn, buddy. I would like to just go on and put one just to beat you out. But
No, somebody's outbid me. Outbid at the last second.
Someone's listening and they just don't like you.
I don't
bragging.
care. I
They don't like
actually
you
know
bragging about it.
I actually know who's bidding.
Oh, you do? Okay.
They just sent me a message and told me to fuck off.
Oh yeah, Rob.
Shouldn't use bad language, but
Oh boy. 8 seconds. Let's wait for that last second bid. Going once, going twice. 31.5. That came up a lot from the original. 32.5.
yeah. Well, it's good bloodlines, like, you know what I mean?
What's
It's
that?
good bloodlines. Oh, somebody else is in on it now. Somebody else is.
Yep.
Well, there's a few bidders on it.
Oh gosh. Oh man. All right. I'm gonna focus off of it for a second to see if any of these other ones are going. Yeah, none of the other 5Xs are even getting looked at. Interesting, really.
Yeah, it is.
You can't usually get 5Xs for $15, but hey, you know what? I'll make more than that on breeders' fees on them. Well, people have to remember too, as you start getting the sire and breeder bonuses too. So in order to get them, you have to have breeders. 33.5, is that where it ended? Get a refresh.
Yep,
Bugsy Bones
33.5.
Below zero did get another bid or two. 8. None of my other ones are getting bids. Yeah, winning Pegasus because it's not Might Me. It's actually a sales ring. Let's see. Holiday Home Carlton Lodge coming up has 38 breeds left. Is a 4X1G. Raced up fully, ready to breed. Has a 99.75 rating.
Lee, I have to go for 2 seconds here and let the dog out. I'll be straight back.
All right. I'll talk about you the whole time you're gone. Let's see here. Is that the last one on the page? No. Timo Warner, 35 breeds left out of Rombauer, who's put out some real nice ones. 5,000. It's bred or raced up, ready to breed. 4X1VG, rated 102.25. We have, that's it for right now. Let's go back up and refresh. Take a look at some of these others. Sky Shine, the one with the longer clock, still sitting there at 8. Gate of Olympus, no bids. Gladiator's End, no bids. Thunder Gold, no bids. Thunder King, no bids. Thunder Pegasus, no bids. Winning Pegasus got 1 bid. And Dead Hopes now showing up on a page for 25 out of Inbringer Dunbar Road. 5-year-old mare. Yep. Actually, not a bad racer here. 4 races to breeding or keep racing if it's a nice racer. It's got,
what are you talking about here?
Oh, sorry. It's already, I can't race anymore. What am I talking about? I'm getting delirious. I'm talking about Dead Hopes here, who was a decent racer, but got paid. Someone paid the fee to get him into the breeding shed and has 8 breeds left. I'll recycle here and go through. The next one up is the one with that real long clock, so I'll skip it. And then most of my other 5Xs for 15 are pretty much gonna remain with me. And then Carlton had some breeders here for 5 that are raced up and ready to breed, so I expect you'll be bidding on them. And then
we'll see.
Dead Hopes was the last one I talked about. It's a 5X for $25, rated 99.5 with 8 breeds left. Rock the Wolf, AUS. 9 breeds left for 20,000 is a 3VG 1X1G. And
that Dunbar Roads produces some good horses.
Yeah, yep.
I've missed Dunbar out of that. That's
so Sky Shine is 8. Okay. Where were we at here? The next page has, it's a full page pretty much. Next page has Carlton has Hamburger Hill, who's raced or bred 37 breeds left. Has a 5X tag.
Have you noticed there's not many fillies in for breeders?
No. Why is that?
Because everybody wants to hang on to their fillies.
Well, I actually had on the basic sales page 6 5X mares, dams, whatever you want to call them. And I don't believe, and they were all I want to say 12, 15, or 20, and not a one sold.
Right?
Yep. So I was surprised. Maybe one sold. So I am going to keep them. All right. The Skyshine horse is still at the 9 minutes.
Winning
Gladiator
Pegasus.
might have
Why
sold.
did you put why did you put winning Pegasus in there? Is it not producing as a breeder?
Winning Pegasus. I have
Yeah,
so
I
many
bet
breeders,
on it. Like
Gary. I have
I've
so
bet
many
on.
breeders. I just want to thin them out. I put them up and they don't. The breeds don't sell. I don't use them all. I mean, they're really just worthless sitting there. I have better. I mean, I have what I feel are
Oh,
better
you
breeders.
better, right? You're getting rid of your rubbish, right? I see what you're
No,
saying.
I mean that's Fusiichi, whatever Pegasus and winning colors. So
Yeah. Oh well, I bet
I
on it.
can't.
Like
I can't say that my breeding results are indicative of how good or bad the breeder is because I have not done. I'm one of those put two of them together and see what you get more than
mhm.
lately, where I've now taken copious notes on who produces what. And before, I mean, if you remember earlier on, a lot of the 5Xs were sprinters, so you didn't really
Yeah.
have to look at, am I doing a sprinter with a router? Am I, because you already knew you were pairing up two of them of the same distance.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know how many you have, but I mean, I have like 60 sires and 50 mares, and there's just no way I could use them all. And I'm almost starting over really because some of these are getting old, and so I just want, while you can still get something for them, at least I thought you could.
Yeah.
Uh, Someone else might as well use them, right?
I I know exactly what you're saying, but sometimes I'm like a child in the candy shop, and I just can't help myself. Like.
Yeah. I'm gonna refresh here and get through.
But
See
again,
if
to me, you can't stress enough when you get a good breeder. You know what I mean? It's worth its weight in gold.
yeah, Skyshine is still getting the old 8,000 Gary Dazzler wager. Let's see. Thunder King's not going to go. I think the word thunder scares most of them away. Holiday Home for 5 did catch a bid, as did Timo
That's me.
Warner.
I'm in both them Curtin Lodge ones are
Okay.
for
Dad Hope.
five for five.
No breed. I think some of these with the fewer breeds left may not catch those prices. Hamburger Hill. I think we talked about that one.
I think that
5X.
I think that Timo Wiener or whatever is the one. Remember, talk done a thing with all the horses one day, maybe a season
Oh,
or
okay.
two back.
Okay.
I think
The
that's one of them
Thanksgiving
horses.
thing or whatever it was.
Yeah,
Or,
yeah, yeah. The Thanksgiving
okay.
horse.
Okay. So Dead Hopes. And now we have Rock the Wolf. We talked about those. So let's look at this Hamburger Hill. 5-year-old, Knicks Go, Young Star, 5X, 105, raced up, 50,000 with 37 of its breeds left.
What's he bred out of it so
Not
far?
bad, not bad. Just 50,000 right now. People aren't paying that for breeders. So, I got one of mine got a bid here, Thunder Admiral, because he's out of War Admiral and found and not out of my horses. Okay. Um, well, you look at the ones that aren't selling. Like Thunder King because he's out of my horses. Thunder Pegasus because he's out of my horses. Winning Pegasus selling because he's from the sales ring. I mean, I get the message. You don't have to.
Rub it in.
Yeah, I mean, Thunder Admiral out of the sales ring. So yeah, I mean, it's coming clear
Mm-hmm.
that people don't want my breeders that I have produced. So.
Don't take it to heart, Nate. Don't
I'm
take it
not.
to heart. It's
I'm not.
okay. Don't be getting all worked up over it.
No, obviously, I didn't want them either. My feelings are hurt. Sky Shine. Form. Is this you got this thing?
Yeah.
God, I really want to go on there and take it from you.
Go ahead, buddy. You want? I don't mind. Honestly,
No,
I don't.
I'm trying to get rid of breeders. I don't need any more. All right, so let's get through after Hamburger Hill.
Pegasus Thunder is off the board. Or Thunder Pegasus.
The Giggler for 10,000. Oh wait, I gotta refresh here. All right. Oh, I see this Sir Bobby Dazzler showing up. I remember that horse. Okay, Sky Shine. You have 3 minutes and just over 3 to snipe and take it away from Gary. Winning Pegasus got a small bid there. I got the minimum or 15.5. Gary did take on Carlton's two $5,000 horses. Dead Hopes with 8 breeds left only. That's sort of a hard one to purchase.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Rock, the Wolf. Hamburger Hill with 37 breeds. 5X 105. Not too bad. Thunder Admiral got its one bid. The Giggler with 35 breeds left. I think I keep saying 35 bids left. I mean breed. 4X. This is good horse rating. So let's go see how.
I think I'm going to have to bring Sir Bobby Dazzler home. You know that.
105. That is a nice horse rating for the Giggler. And here he is, Sir Bobby Dazzler, 1.2 million in earnings.
I'll have to bring him back home again.
9 breeds left.
I've just bet on him. I had to bring him back home.
Let's check to see what his progeny have been up to.
There's a 4-time stake winner in there.
He has bred Moonshine Peak, which was from Sir Bobby Dazzler, and Behold the Future.
Behold the Future. Everybody that all be bidding on it now.
Behold the Future was an 11 stakes winning mare. Man, that was a royally bred horse there. So for a horse of 7 years of age with still 29 breeds left, that is a steal.
Shush, don't be telling everybody they'll be bidding on it.
Oh, that's what you said when you be bringing it back home. I didn't realize you didn't own it. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize what you were saying. Now I do.
Uh-huh.
Then we have Triggerman and Taki's Test. Triggerman, 9 years old.
Triggerman's one of my old horses, too.
Yep. 9 years old, 28 breeds left. Won, what is that, 552,000 as a racer, as a breeder.
Winning Pegasus for 1550, which is a steal.
So, as a breeder, he has not produced any stakes winners. So, what's going on with this Triggerman?
That was one of my first horses on here, I'm near sure.
Taki's Test. Somehow we should know about this, but I don't know. I'm not sure what went on there, but it's a good looking $5,000.
8 breeds left.
Okay, back to Sky Shine for 8,000. 8 seconds to go. Bobby Dazzler, Gary. Hey, what's your last name?
Hetherington.
Okay. Now, do you have any good stories to tell us about Induna? Was he everything you expected?
Sworn to secrecy.
Yeah.
Really nice guy.
All right. I didn't say lie. I said, do you have any good stories?
he's a bit of a prick, like, but
Yeah, he's
it
a
is
good
what
guy.
it is.
How old is he? 73, 74? I couldn't tell from the picture.
I think it's 75, 76 on his next birthday.
Yeah, wow.
His wife is a lovely lady. I don't know how the hell he ended up with her.
How old is he really?
He's really 84, but he doesn't like to let on.
He's really 84.
He's had plenty of plastic surgery.
So, what, did you guys go bar hopping or pub crawling or whatever they call it?
No, because he was only here for a few hours, so I went and I lifted him at the hotel, and I took him over to Downright race track, and we had a bite to eat over there. And then I took him back to the hotel. I couldn't get him out of the car quick enough. No, all good. Real sound lad.
I want you to say something that he and not admit whether it's true or not, just so that he has to come on to my podcast and defend himself. Because for 2 years, all I've heard is, no, I don't have a mic that works. No, I don't have a mic that works. It's like, how lame. Come up with something new other than I don't have a mic that works. Hell, your freaking computer has a mic built into it.
He can go on his phone.
Yeah.
I'll get him on. I'll get him on. Don't you worry.
Okay, Holiday Home. You got that one.
Yeah.
Timo, did you get Timo?
I'm about to. Out of a minute and 54 seconds.
Okay, Dead Hopes was the 5X for 25. Only had 8 breeds left, so I don't think that one's going to sell, but what do I know?
Even at that, 8 breeds, you're only talking a couple of dollars a breed.
I know.
How's it only 8 breeds left? It's only bred 7 horses.
I'm just saying that you have horses with 30, 40 breeds that are up for 15 that didn't sell, so.
Oh, I know why now, because that horse is only 15 in total. That's why it's only that left, 8 left.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's one of the older horses.
Yeah, that's one of the ones that retired before the new limits. Timo for a minute. Let's see. Then we got Walk the Wolf, another one that had minimal or only 9. Hamburger Hill, we talked about. I just don't see someone paying $50 for a breeder right now, but you never know. Thunder Admiral out of the ring, so got a bid. The Giggler, 6-year-old with 35. Surprised that one doesn't have a bid. Then we have the Sir Bobby Dazzler, which I'll be sniping at the last minute to take away from you. And then we have
knock yourself out.
Hickory with Heat, the 8-year-old with 2 breeds left, easily worth the $3,000. Can't buy a breed for $1,500, so you can get 2 here for the $3,000. Well, maybe you can. I don't know. I haven't checked the breeding page. Triggerman, 28 breeds left. Unbridled. You don't see a lot of unbridled.
Is there something wrong with the horses for sale page, or is there just simply no horses?
I think they ran out, and I think they just ran out of horses.
Right.
I think there has to be 2 on it before they show up. I don't think you can just. But about 3 days ago, there weren't any, so I assume nobody's been putting any up, but I could be wrong.
Probably to the auction and that.
Yeah. I got a couple to put up.
In much action.
Yeah. I'm almost ready to sign off here rather than watch them all count down. It's been 3 hours? 3 hours of total enjoyment.
3 hours.
All right, I think we're just gonna yap, or you guys can watch the rest of them. Gary's got to get to bed, and I think I'm just gonna end it after the 3 hour time period. And thanks to everyone that watched, listened.
Yep. And thanks for all those that have
told.
bought.
Yep. Put up with us. So, and thanks, Gary, again for coming on.
No problem.
Anytime. I think you're trying to get a frequent guest award or something, but you know.
Or what, do you get a blue blood ticket or something? No.
Or you're trying to take over the show. Maybe it'll be Gary Dazzler Friday afternoon fun or something.
As I say, I have no issue coming on anytime. You know what I mean?
like having you because you're a straight shooter and
and
you do fill the void when I can't talk anymore.
Only problem is a lot of the time you're too late in the evening for me, you know.
Yeah, oh no, we'll we are willing to adjust to get the most live.
Well, I'm trying to get Rob on as well. He's a bit camera shy, but I'm trying to get him to come on.
Yeah, there's a couple that I'm trying to get that.
What he said he would come on, but he's not too sure. I think he was talking to you about it as well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
About how to get the whole thing working, like. But
it's so
easy.
We'll
get it sorted out.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Good luck on the rest of the horses. Good luck to you, Gary, on your new purchases. And thanks, everyone. And we'll talk to you next time.
All right. Good luck. Bye.